Hello, people. Shady's back. That's me. And Miss Sheri Berry. I wasn't sure we were live. I couldn't see anything, but looks like we are live, people. Hello, 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 hello.
Hey.
Do y'all see that little comment? We're in Mercury retrograde. Pay attention and be aware of your reads. See, Keena lined up all the reads for you. Keena is phenomenal in the background. Be nice to Keena. I always tell you to be nice to Keena. Okay, people, when you come in here for your reading, have a specific question, preferably not love. If it is love, I will only tell you about you. I will not tell you about the thoughts of somebody else. But come on in and ask your questions. Ask me about your week. Ask me about how the rest of your month is going to go. Anything like that. Please come in here with a question that makes sense. Remember, I am going to your higher power, who you call God, who you call the universe, who you call whoever. I am going to your higher power. Please make sure you are asking questions that are relevant and for your highest and greatest good. If Willie Bobo loves you, it's not for your highest and greatest good. If you're asking me, you already know that Willie Bobo don't love you and that he's not coming back. If he's in jail, yes, he loves you because he's in jail and you supply that money to the commissary. I'm just giving y'all some PSAs before we get started, so I don't have to keep giving y'all these PSAs after we get going. But welcome on in. Miss Sheri Berry, do you have anything exciting to tell us today?
No.
All right, guys. Me and Keena have had a whirlwind. We've been
I want to hear about your crazy weekend.
We have been all around the world. And let me tell you, I had a fix your face moment out in public where they called me out. We went to Sugar Jam for my sister's birthday. And we sitting at the table and this girl was acting all wrong. And I'm looking like, but the DJ caught me the whole time and he waiting on me to look at him. And when I look at him, he was like, I caught you. I saw you. You was looking at her like, what the fuck is you doing? He on the mic. Everybody in the restaurant now looking at your fix your face moment, Angie. It would have been so perfect to film it because I was like, she had on like this little crochet dress and I don't think she had on no panties. And if she did have no panties, they were very, very little panties. And she was all dancing and gyrating, but he wasn't paying attention to her. And I was, and I was like, and so he caught it on my face, like, and I was just like, Lord help the child. She is wrong, and you know she's wrong. And I think she was trying to get his attention, but he wasn't trying to give her his attention. I was just like, Lord help the child. And so always be mindful of your face, people. Fix your face, Angie. Moments happen, even when I'm not online. Like literally, I was mugging somebody and I didn't even have to. Alicia says she has a question. Keena is man in the chat. She already got 5 people pinned. We're gonna go ahead and get started because I gotta go pick up my lovely Brandon from work at 6:00, and we don't have all day. We already got 14 people in the chat. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Be nice to Keena. Be nice to Sheri. Ask questions that are relevant for your highest and greatest good. Please, people, be mindful. I am tapping into energy that is higher than me, that is higher than you. So please make sure your questions make sense. If you ask me about Willie Bobo and I'm not nice about it, that's because I already warned you that I'm the Grim Reaper of love. I just don't like love questions. And not because I don't like love, but because I don't like the desperation that's on love when you come and ask me about questions. If you ask me for a regular reading and love comes up, then that means it's in your cards. But when you come to me asking me about love, you already know the answer. You just want me to give you something to make your red flags look pink. And I'm not going to. I'm going to be honest. All right, so here we go. Keena, who's the first question? Oh, here it is. Okay, so Quinn, we've already had this discussion. I've already told you that this job was coming up over and over and over and over again. This is just a fruition of everything that you've already asked for that we've already been telling you. But you want to know how your week is going to go. Wait, she says, Admin, I have to take a new position in which I'm happy about. Hey, congratulations. I'm glad you got that. And then I
Mhm.
want to know how my week will go. Okay. Um, Immediately I heard the word lovely. It's going to be great. This is a position that they were hoping that you would take that seems like was created for you. I don't know that it's a position that was already there, but from what I'm receiving from the higher power is that this is a position that was created for you because of your management style or because how you operate, like it's a hybrid position of two different positions, and you've been doing both jobs anyway. And so this is you getting the title that you wanted. But I will pull a few cards to see how it's going for you. Sherry Berry, you can go ahead. Oh, see, it was created for you. Hey, I like that. She
Mhm.
said exactly what the heavens told me. It was created for you because of your unique management style and what you're doing. So this is great. I hope it came with a raise because they're showing me coins falling. They're showing me the 10 of coins, and they're also showing me that the money is stacking up. It's just boom, boom, boom. So you'll get more and more money. Does this come with incentives or bonuses? Like I feel like there's financial bonuses that'll be tied to this, and that you're doing some kind of collection and some other kind of stuff. So I do feel like you are very much in a better position, and you don't have to deal with some of the chaos that you were dealing with before, and you get to delegate, and you seem to have a team up under you. So all of these things seem really great. I'm looking at comments and you're saying all of that, so I love everything that you're saying. So for me, the first thing I saw was lovely. It's just basically you doing what you were already doing. So Miss Sherry Berry, you can go ahead while I try to pull some cards for her.
So I pulled um, the Nine of Diamonds, and the Nine of Diamonds is it's saying that there is peace and contentment, and like you're on a good. It's the same as the Nine of Pentacles. So your peace and contentment, and you are where you're divinely supposed to be. Then I got the Three of Clubs, which is your business obstacles. Um, that you're overcoming these business obstacles and these things in your way. Then I got the Ace of Spades, which is like the um, sudden change. So there's a lot of changes coming up. I mean, the job is good. The job is where you need to be. Is you have because the job was created, there are going to be obstacles because this is undefined territory, and there's going to be a lot of changes. Just be ready to adapt and roll with the punches. Wow. Okay. But it's a good change, and it's a good forward momentum, because I'm seeing things moving forward for you. So this week is going to be quick and fast, and a lot is going to be on your plate. Even though they're telling you, "Oh, we know, we know, we know," but there's just going to be a lot coming this week, and it's going to be fast. So be got a fox. So be ready to be creative. That's what I got.
Oh my gosh, I got a couple cards for you. I got the devil card. That's just your pessimism. And maybe not necessarily so much pessimism, but you just kind of wondering, oh my gosh, are they going to look at me different because I have this new title? Am I going to have some conflict? And yes, you are going to have a little bit of conflict, but it's going to be healthy conflict to propel you forward, to help you get into your
Mhm.
leadership. Because I heard VIP or VP, that's where you're heading. This course puts you on a trajectory for continued movement up to you're like a VP or you're like an executive in that position. It's not going to be a long thing. Within 5 years, you could be like a VP or CEO or something like that of the company. This was just the thing that you needed to move you forward. And I got that there. You got sudden change or something because I got death, which is that
I got
transformation,
yeah.
death and rebirth. So the
Yep.
ending of the old you, which is the person that took orders or that was just a regular employee, to the new you who is a leader. And they showed me the King of Wands, which is definitely great leadership, great business decisions. And then they told me it was going to take some strength. The strength is you standing in your power and knowing who you are, speaking with authority. You already know this role. You've already been doing this role. This is just you maintaining that where you were. So this is the strength that you're going to need just to endure this situation as you transition from regular employee to somebody who is now having a team up under them. But they tell me that you're a very nice person. Like, you're not a mean person. You're a very amicable person. You really, really work with your people. You're flexible. And when someone is showing she's upset because of the change, and that's fine, that's the strength you're going to need, and then that's that transformation that you're going to need. It's giving you a tough skin. Like, they're changing your hi Jane, they're taking they're showing your skin as a skin of armor, because now you're getting a tough skin. You're going to have to deal with a little bit more personality things than you had to do. At first it was all business, so this will just be a little bit of personality management. But I know who your daddy is, and I know who you are, and I know how nice nasty you can be, and so I know that you'll handle this situation with grace, and it won't be a problem for you. The only thing that I saw coming up when I asked for the outcome was you balancing your new sense of power, your duties, and your home work life, just getting a balance, like not being not having to answer a lot of calls after 5 o'clock, like setting the stage for your employees, where, okay, if you need me, then you contact me this way, and then these are the hours, and this is that. So it's just you stepping into that leadership role and understanding how to work it under who you are now. So you are more than talented. You more than have the skills to do it. It's gonna be fine. This week is just gonna be a week of introductions. You learning to be like present. Hey everybody on Sheri Berry's live. You learning to be present and in the moment and take that leadership role. This is just you getting to know everybody, getting your announcement out and saying, these are our duties, this is how I'm going to run it, or this is how I'm going to be. But I see you being very nice about it. I don't see there being any problems with it. Enjoy your success. I even see like maybe cake or balloons or flowers and stuff, like people celebrating it. The one person that is a hater, I feel like maybe she'll transfer out, but I think that she's a hater because she wanted the position and thought that maybe she was more qualified for it. But you didn't have to prove who you were. They sought you out and created this position for you. So this person is just having a little envy and jealousy. So she'll either fall in or she'll move out, but she won't be enough to prick you to the point where you have to do anything. Call in your guides, call in your ancestors. Like before you go to work tomorrow, like today, before I had this live, I called in all my angels, my ancestors, my guides, my higher power, everybody. I put myself in a bubble. I asked for, new subscribers, new viewers, for healing, for me to be able to see things in a way that helps others. And so that's all you do. When you go in tomorrow, you call in and say, I want to call in calm. I want to call in tranquility. I want to call in peace. I want to call in partnership, not where you're just like great leaders propel people forward. So you don't want to be where they always have to come to you for answers. You want them to have that analytical mind where they can go ahead and figure things out and then check with you if they can't figure it out. And so you don't want to be a crutch for them. You want to be a guide for them to also step up and move on. But you seem to know your power, you seem to know your position, and you're not going to have any problems with it. So congratulations and good luck. I'm glad that you got the position and that you're moving forward. So let us know how it is. Come back at the end of next week and just let us know how things are going. In 7 days, it'll be the first again. So just let us know how that's going. I feel like you're guiding some budgetary things too. Like you're gonna have to be aware of spending. There's a lot of responsibility, so that's why that balance card came up. You're really, really, really gonna have to balance your home work life, and then delegate. You're gonna have to learn to delegate. Okay, you do this, and then you do the checks and balances. You can't do it all. That's the one thing that they're telling me. You can't do it all. Delegation at this level is your next skill that you're going to develop. Delegation and dealing with personalities and people. Like I don't you're going to be a people mover. So you're going to have to deal with all that. Oh, my son is sick. I got to leave and go home. Oh, I can't come in. Oh, I can't. Those are the things that you're going to have to deal with that you may not be used to doing, but you're very well equipped to do it. So congratulations again. All right. So I hope that helps. Do you have anything else, Miss Sheri Berry? All right. And it seems like everything else I'm saying is correct. You said I've provided my contact time schedule Friday to everyone. So good. You're already on it. Like you're already in that mindset because you were already doing the job. So you'll be fine. All right. Congratulations. All right. So the next is Latoya. May I be added for a general? And Miss Sheri Berry, you could go ahead while I try to get some information on Latoya.
Tell me about, is there a guy as a man? There's a man. Somebody that's controversial to the situation. Angie, are you talking?
To my guides
Okay.
to get an
I
understanding
was
of
like,
what
I
they're
didn't know if
saying.
your mic went out or something went out.
No, I'm walking it through. They're showing me something. And I'm like, well, what does this mean? And so they're explaining to me
Yeah.
what it means, so that I can explain it to her.
Okay. Okay. To get the Nine of Hearts, which is like you are daydreaming. I feel like you're daydreaming about a situation that you want something to be a certain way, but in reality, it's not.
Yes, Latoya, that is the question that she asked. She says, you asked, is there a man? Couldn't hear. Yes, there. She did ask if there's a man or a situation dealing with a man.
Yeah. And then I got the Seven of Diamonds, which is lies, deceit, falsehoods, loss of money. And then I got the Queen of Clubs, Spades, which is a cruel or jealous woman or jealousy. Like there's jealousy going on somewhere. I just get that there's a situation with a man, and I don't know if like there's a romantic involvement or some type of involvement. There's some type of relationship. Again, I don't know if it's romantic or personal, but I don't think this person treats you correctly, and yet there's a draw to it, like something that you feel like you can't get away from, or you need this person. I don't know really what it is though.
You are exactly on the right page, Sherry Berry, because let me tell you what they were showing to me and why I was asking them what was going on. So she's in a boat. When you're in a boat, that's emotions, that's water. The water is green, like crystal clear, like it's a nice boat, but underneath it, it's murky. So what happens is they capsize you. You end up upside down, but you don't fall out of the boat. So now you're in the murky water. And so I said, well, why didn't she fall out the boat? They said that you're anchored to the boat. They have you locked into the boat. The universe is waterboarding you so that they can get your attention, so that you can open your eyes, because you're in la la land and you're letting this emotional situation keep you from
Okay.
opportunities. They told me I don't even need to pull the cards because they're showing me the cards. They're showing me the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is you missing opportunities that the universe are handing to you. And they're saying these are financial opportunities that you're missing because you're in la la land and you're not paying attention. So every time you have these emotional situations, or you have these things that are just out of a sudden, all out of the blue, that are happening to you, that is basically the universe waterboarding you. You're in a boat and they're trying to get you to that Six of Swords, which is that tranquil place from the chaos to the calm, but you keep getting capsized because they're waterboarding you. Blue, put her back underwater. She's not ready. When you come back up, you're like, oh, okay, 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 okay. And they're like, can you see it now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? They are rising on that
Like
ass right now. Can you hear me now? Because you are not listening, you're not paying attention, and you're missing opportunities. They're showing me money falling from the sky. So this is where they're trying to get you, but you're in an emotional turbulent situation that you're allowing yourself to be in. They're trying to get you out of it,
That's
and you're steadily saying, oh no, let me rock the boat, let me rock the boat. And they're like, okay, you want to rock the boat? Let's turn that bad boy all the way over. Keep her underwater for a couple days and see if she can get it right. Okay, let's pull her back up. Is she ready to hear us now? Is she ready to move forward? If you're not, then they're going to put you back under there again. They said there are only a couple more times that this is going to happen, and then they're just going to let you fall completely out the boat and swim to shore on your own power. Right now, you're still in a boat, you're still anchored to the boat, you still have divine guidance, but unless you start to listen to what they're doing, you're going to miss all the opportunities. You're praying, your prayers are being asked. You're asking for new financial opportunities, you're asking for new employment opportunities, you're asking to elevate your level of life, but you're not listening. So you're missing all of them because you're so heartbroken. They're now showing me like the Three of Swords. So you're heartbroken over something that you don't even need to be heartbroken over. They're saying move on, move forward, and listen to what you're saying. Like, I feel like they're sending you songs, they're sending you movies, they're sending you conversations, they're sending you people, and you're ignoring everybody else for this heart pull on you. And so I'm thinking that this person might have a fat baby leg and he might be giving it to you right, or whatever it is that is holding on to you is something that is an emotional pull that gives you some kind of immediate satisfaction versus what they're trying to give you, which is a long-term stability in your financial and career situation and upgrade your life, and you're just not listening to it. So
yeah, I got that that it's like daydreaming about like, how do I put this? Like thinking that the situation is going to rectify itself and turn itself better, and but that's a daydream. That's not reality, because whatever is happening is happening, and that person or that thing or whatever it is that you think is going to change is not going to change. You're not going to make it change.
right. And they said you're blocking. This is how they're showing it to me. You know how you can, those little radio buttons where you can turn it on and turn it off? It's like I blocked them, then I unblocked them.
That's
I
when I
blocked them, then
blocked
I
them.
unblocked them. So what they're saying is you're going back and forth on it. You need to set a hard pass on it and be done with it. But also, what I'm getting is this is retrograde, honey. So people are going to come back. More people are going to come back. More exes are going to come back. More situations are going to come back. More things that you did not resolve didn't come back. But we're under the eclipse right now, and we're also under the new moon. So set your intentions for the things that you want, and then say, okay, this is where I am now. I thought I was over it. I thought I was healed. I thought I was ready to move forward. How do I get from where I am now, where spirit doesn't think that you're ready or doesn't think that you're paying attention, to where you want me to be? Or say, what is my next step? I stop asking when and start saying, what's my next step? What is it that I need to do? Do I need to call somebody, listen to something, go someplace, fill out something, click on a link? What is it that I need to do? And then don't discount what you're hearing. Like literally, I had just met this guy online. I started online dating. This person seemed so cool. Like he was everything, all the boxes that I want to be checked off. He was the right height. He was the right color. He was the right, he was really cool. He was Southern. He was so sweet. We had great conversations. We talked on the phone. I thought, oh, this is a great person. I had already had the prayer, remove anybody from me who's not honest online or who may be trying to deceive me. I'm not even playing. That night I had a dream, and that person kissed me on the cheek and turned into Judas from Julius Caesar. And remember, Judas betrayed Julius Caesar in that play. So, and he kissed me on the cheek and turned into Julius. And I was like, oh no, that might not be right. I mean, my sister Kena, like, well, it don't get no plainer than him turning into Judas. Like, I mean, what else do you want them to do? You want him to stab you like he stabbed Julius Caesar? And so basically what they're saying is, no, you thought all of these things were this. That's not true. We're showing you that this person is right. He might have checked all the boxes, but he doesn't pass our test and he's not the person. And so I kept on talking to this person on, anyway, like, oh, he cool. Maybe I'm not seeing it right. Maybe the dream wasn't right. They was like, okay, I got you. Click, click, never heard from him again. They said no and they meant no. My ancestors don't play. When they say no, they mean no in all situations. I've had people be like, oh, I was gonna send you a dream, I was gonna send you a reading because I just thought you needed. My ancestors be like, nope, she don't need it. You ain't sending her nothing. And they don't give them no information and they block all information you trying to send me. Somebody was trying to send me some energy, just some plain old energy, like, oh, Angie needs some healing energy, blah, blah, blah. My ancestors was like, nope, we got this. You don't need to send her nothing, and would not allow them to send it. If you call in your ancestors, if you call in your guides, if you call in your God, if you call in your higher power and says, remove everything, protect me from, and you allow them to do what they're supposed to do, you don't have to worry about people coming in and messing up your life and doing things. Because even when you're in your, oh, I think that they're so great, oh, I think that you're in your simple stupid mode, they'll be like, no, I said no and I meant no, and he's gone and he's gone and she's gone and you can't and they ain't. So my guides know Angie don't always see clearly. We have to see for her all the time. We have to see for her sometimes, and we have to make things happen. So allow your guys to do what you ask them to do. So ask them, how do I get from where I am now to where you want me to be? Or what is my next step? Tomorrow, what do I need to do? Tonight, what do I need to do? Or ask them the way that Gideon did. give me a sign and be specific. If this person is right, or if this situation is right, or if this decision is right, then show me a rose tomorrow. Make me get all green lights on the way home. Something that is very specific to you. Play this song when I first get in the car. Whatever it is that you want, you have to ask them to do it. And then when it happens, believe it. Don't then just be like, oh no, that's a coincidence. You asked for it, you got it. So allow them to do whatever it is that they're supposed to do for you. Okay. So that's all I have for you, Miss Sheri. Do you have anything else for Miss Latoya? All right, Keena, who's next? I hope that helped you, Miss
I hope it helped
Latoya.
you, Miss Latoya. You got to get out of your own way, ma'am.
Hello, Miss Penny. How are you? Good to see you. Hello, Sonaria. There's a few. Miss Linda, I saw you in here somewhere too.
Hello, Mr. Tuna.
Hey, GP. Everybody that I miss, hello. How are you? I hope you're having a great week. I hope y'all asking me some stuff about what's going on for the rest of the week or something like that, because I'm going to give y'all some good news for the rest of the week. Is there love? Is there a loving, committed relationship coming to me? Really? Okay. So just disregard what I said about I hate love lessons, but I do love for y'all anyway. Let me find these cards that are favorable for love, because and I understand everybody wants to know, is love if everybody wants to know if love is coming their way, what's going on, if it's gonna be a hot girl summer, or if it's gonna be Romeo and Juliet, or if it's gonna be Ike and Tina. That's what y'all want to know. So that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. So Sheri Berry, if you're ready, you can go ahead. If not, don't laugh at me. I'm just saying, like, you just want to know, like, do I have to run or do I have to sing? Sing the song like I told you to. That's all y'all want to know, and that's all I'm gonna tell you. So I'm gonna ask generally about love for you. They're telling me, Laura, that you really should concentrate on your finances, because as I said, I'm asked about love. They said, but what about them finances? But I'm gonna ask about love for you, because that's what's on your mind, and anything else that I tell you probably isn't gonna make sense unless you find out about love. So I'm gonna do a 3-card spread for you regarding love. I'm going to ask, is love coming in for you? What are your obstacles to receiving love? And how can you be prepared for love? So those are the 3 cards that the 3 questions that I'm going to ask. And Sheri Berry, you can go. That's if I remember the 3 questions that I just said. What
You
did I
got to
say?
write them down.
Oh my God, that don't even make sense. Lord help the child, Laura. Let me see. What did I just say? Is there love coming in? So that's the first question. Praise the Lord.
Now you got me
Lord, how you
singing.
just go from
What's
card
love
words
got
coming
to
to my
do? Got to do
exactly.
with it.
Exactly.
What's love
You're welcome, Miss
got
Latoya.
hand in motion?
All right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I don't get love for you for a while. I got more of like taking care of you and yourself. I got like there's laughter and happiness and joy, but I got it more with your friend group. I see more of like your like this is the sign language for party, but I see it more of with your friends, the people that you hang out with, your core group. I also see that somebody is like jealous. There's a jealous female or a woman that is controlling and may say things like I see it's passive aggressive, a lot of a passive aggressiveness in this person. And I think that this person is close to you and you don't expect them to be that douchey, to be honest. I mean, they're just fucking douchey. And then I think that it comes and it just kind of hits you all at once. Then I got the 6 of Hearts, which is you have a loyal group, like you have a loyal core, and once all of this comes out, like your group, your friend group is basically going to be standing behind you and be supportive for you. I think I don't know who this person is. This older female. I don't know who it is. She's an older female. Not older, like decrepit older, but she's definitely older than you, and she should fucking know better, to be honest. But I get that you're gonna get love from your core friend group more than what you're looking for in a romantic relationship. Okay.
All right. So I don't remember what questions I originally said. So I asked 3 more questions, and I hope I remember what questions I asked when I pulled these cards. But the first thing I asked was, where was your current energy regarding love? And I got the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords for me is delays and a delay. That's the thing that I heard was a delay. There's a delay in love coming. But I asked, I said, well, what is her delay? Why is she having this delay? One, you need to change your thoughts on what you think love is. Love won't make you happy. You have to already be happy so that when you get into a loving situation, you're already happy. If you're thinking, oh, once I get in love, I'll be happy, then that's not going to help because you're relying on something outside of you to make you happy. That's the first thing they're saying. That's the first delay. What makes you happy? And then I said, well, what's her challenge to this love situation? What is preventing her from being ready for love? And it was wish fulfillment, which is the same thing they said. You have to already be happy. Wish fulfillment. Until you fulfill the wishes and get the things that you want in life, career, family, and all those things, your love is going to be delayed because you're looking for love on an outside source. So it's always going to be independent. He didn't go to the store and do what I asked him to do. He didn't pay the bill. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Or she didn't. They didn't this. This is depending on love from the outside. And I don't know you personally, so I'm only going by what they're saying. So they're saying there is a delay. That's your current energy for love. There's a delay because you're not ready for it. And the challenge and the reason you're not ready is because you're not fully happy. Your wish fulfillment hasn't come for you on the inside. And then I said, okay, well, what is the advice from spirit regarding love? How does she get ready? And it was partnership and learning. This is how they're showing it to me: mind, body, spirit. And that spirit piece is you learning. Like in this. Usually, the Three of Pentacles is teamwork. It's teamwork with you working with your spirit team to learn how to receive love, to learn how to move forward without it depending on what somebody else does to you, says to you, or how they treat you. It's you finding that confidence in you to be able to move forward regardless of what the circumstances are around you. So this is you working with your spirit team to be able to understand. Learning, that is the one word that they said to me. And then they said, you have all the resources that you need, because the magician card came up. I said, well, give me some more on this teamwork. And they said, the magician card, she has all the resources that she wants. The magician has the swords, the wands, the cups, and the pentacles. They have everything they need to make their wishes come true. It always goes back to that self-love, that self-fulfillment, that wish fulfillment. What is it that I need to make me happy independently of what everybody else is doing for me, to me, or around me? What do I need to do? So you have all the resources you need. And then they're saying you're feeling stuck, you're feeling bound, you're feeling like, well, if this would happen, then I could be happy. If that would happen, then this. If I had this job, if I had this love, if I had this family, if I had these parents, if I had this, if. So you're feeling very bound and wound up. But if you look at it, that's you. That's your thoughts. And with the swords, that's your thoughts, that's your thinking. That's you putting yourself on this kind of mental restriction and you making yourself feel bound in that way. Not spirit. This is you. This is you. And they're saying you have all the tools you need to get out of that. Love hasn't come because mentally you haven't gotten over the situations of the past that you're dealing with. And then that King of Swords come. So when something doesn't go your way, you pop off and you just say whatever it is. The swords cut. They cut through the lies and the garbage. And so once you get to the point where you're fed up, then you pop off and you say whatever you want to say. And you may not be nice in the moment. You're a nice person, but in the moment that your feelings are hurt, or in the moment that you're feeling that you're being left out, or that you feel like you're being done wrong, you say whatever it is that needs to be said. And it may be harsh. And then you want to go back and you want to be amicable about it. But what they're saying is, find your center, find your trueness, find your higher power, and allow them to work with you. Listen, when I say that this week my higher power has been like, you can do whatever you want to do. You can run on this wheel as fast as you want to. You can keep running head first into that rock as all you want to. It ain't go happen until we say it's going to happen, and the way that we say we're going to happen, and in divine power. Literally this week, I'm dealing with a situation in which I have a legal situation, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna find this information out, and these my guys sitting there looking at me. And as I spin my wheels, making these calls, sending these emails, every single thing that they told me happened, and every single delay that they said was gonna happen still happened. And they just looking at me like this. Well, keep on letting her run. Maybe she just want to run. Then maybe she just like running in circles. Maybe she just like doing useless stuff when we told her that she needs to wait, when we told her she needs to heal, when we told her it's going to be divine timing, when we told her, they keep telling you you're not listening. You need to find that center. You need to receive that voice. And when I say hear, you receive, it doesn't mean that you hear it. You maybe you dream about it, maybe you read about it, maybe you get some advice from a friend, maybe you're talking to a therapist. There's so many different ways to receive. Be open to all of them and not just hearing it. You can feel it. Maybe a song comes up, maybe a memory of a grandparent comes up, maybe a memory of a mom comes up, or some words of advice that somebody told you. My sister had lots of my sister Keena's words come up all the time. Two things could be true at one time. It could be this, but it also could be this. It could be that, or it could also be this. There's lots of different ways that you can receive. And so what they're saying is you're not receiving. Your wish fulfillment needs to come first. Your true joy needs to come first before all of this other stuff. So the delay in love is because your wish fulfillment hasn't come, but you have all the tools that you need to make it happen. So when are you going to allow your guides to come in and help you? I just told the story of how my guys be like, oh, okay, she ain't listening. We gonna shut this down for her because she does not understand when we say no, we mean no. When we say don't move, we mean don't move. So that's what the binding up. You're mentally binding yourself up in a way that you don't have to, and they're trying to free you. They're trying to weave this partnership with you that you're not listening to. So what you need to do is find that way to receive from your guides, whether it's writing, whether it's drawing, whether it's movies, whether it's music, maybe it's taking a walk, whatever it is that gets you out of your left thinking brain and into your regular spiritual brain. That's what you need to find. That's the joy that you need to get to. And and then love will come. So as far as the summer of love, it's not looking good. It's going to be hard work. Like they're literally showing me like digging a ditch. It's going to be labor and work in your financial sector, in your career sector, in your life, getting those things in order so that your joy won't be dependent on an outside source. I got all my ducks in a row. I got my financial situation. Now I'm open to receiving love where it's not dependent on something else. Okay, so that's what I got for you regarding love, Miss Lauren. I hope that helps. Do you have anything else for
No, but
Lauren?
you nailed it. I mean, when you were like, there's something that you said, she doesn't know or understand the receiving of love. So I think that's why it's important that I kept getting your friends group, because there's your friends love you. And I just don't think that you understand that type of friendship love until you understand. And that's kind of what you were saying, is you have to understand it.
And I do understand that too, Sherry Berry, because look, I remember when I was going through a horrible time. I was in like a very depressed state. I was really, really low. All my friends were giving me all this advice and telling me something. I'm like, oh, that's just because they know me. They're trying to say this. I went to a therapist, and the therapist said the same thing they were saying. And when she said it, it's like a light bulb came on. And I'm like, this is a person who's outside of the situation, who knows nothing about me. She only hears the story from my point of view, and she's saying the same thing that they're saying. And so she knows. And so it was a light bulb that came on for me in therapy, that the same thing that my friends were saying to
Mhm.
me, but I wasn't hearing it because I was
Perceptive.
thinking like, oh, these are my friends. They're not seeing the situation the way that I'm seeing it. They're not experiencing the situation the way that I'm seeing it. But this is a person who heard the story just from my point of view, and she had the same advice that they had. So she, like, all these people can't be wrong, but you'll know. And if it is a situation where you're not trusting your friend group, then ask your guides, why am I not trusting them? Why am I not believing their information? Why am I not receiving this advice with love? Why am I doubtful? What do I need to do to move forward? You can always ask. We always think that it's a dictatorship where they just tell us what to do and where to go and how to do it. What Spirit is saying, no, it's a partnership. Ask and you will receive. Ask and we'll tell you. That's what we're there for. What's the purpose of prayer if you're not going to listen to what they tell you to do? So that's what we have for you, Miss Lauren. I hope that helps for you. I do see great financial growth for you in the summer if you apply, if you move, if you focus on that first. Focus on your financial situation. And because I see you wanting to save money and not knowing how to do it. And they're like, you don't have a money tree in the backyard. It may mean that you get a second job. It may mean that you update your resume and apply for a new job. It may mean that you change industry. It may mean that you move. It may mean that you change states or cities or something else. There's something that needs to be shaken up in your life because they're showing me a tower, and that doesn't necessarily, like most of the time we say it's an ending, but for you it's just a shakeup. You really need that sudden shakeup and upheaval in your life. You really need things to change drastically quickly. And so they're saying you need to just ask for those things. And so once you get on the right page with your career and finance and personal and things like that, then your love life will go ahead and pick up too. So that's what I got you. I'll be finishing my master's soon. Okay, there you go. So that's why they're telling me a whole industry change, a whole career change, because you're getting to the end. But they're saying don't wait until it's over. Look now.
Yeah.
They need to know, oh, I'll be done with my degree in 5 months, 6 months. Then you can say pending blah, 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 or pending this or that. But that's where your focus needs to be so that you can have true independent self-fulfillment. Like that Nine of Cups is your wish fulfillment, the things that you want, so that you don't have your joy dependent upon somebody else. All right, guys, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share, so that more people know that we're live and that more people can receive the same advice and guidance that you're receiving. Who's next, Keena? Alicia, I just read your question, and the first thing I heard was saying it's not your strength. That's how I used to talk about my mediumship, and it never ever got better because I kept saying, "Oh, I'm not good at it." And the one thing that Tina said to me over and over and over again, stop saying that you're not good at it. And I started saying, I'm getting better at mediumship. My mediumship is getting better. And then calling your mediumship guides. That's the first thing I did today. So that was the one thing I saw in your question, but I will address it when we get to it. So that was the first thing I heard was stop saying that you're not good at it or that it's not strong, because it'll never get there because you keep sending out to the universe that it's not. Um, Margaret, are you here? If not, we're going to keep moving on. Miss Margaret, are you here? Keena said you did not answer. When Keena tells you that you're in that you made the list, if you don't respond and then we call your name a couple times, we're just going to move on because we do have a lot of people in the chat who are trying to get readings from you or readings from us, and we want to get as many people as we can. Again, let people know, tag people, let them know, because they also need this insight and information. I just really feel like there's a big pull on making sure people understand what their future could be if they actually seek the right advice. So, Miss Margaret, are you here? We've called you a couple times and Keena has pinged you. Okay, so you're not here, Keena. Who's next? What do you see for me coming the rest of the month, Miss GP? All right, Miss GP. Let's see what's coming on for the rest of the month. You're worried about somebody else who doesn't. Okay. Hope and grace. You're hoping and praying and asking for grace for somebody else at this moment because you're worried about them and their situation is what I'm getting. And they're saying that's fine, but don't let it consume you. But as far as you for the rest of the month, they're showing me teeth in your mouth. Are you thinking about getting some dental work? They're showing me teeth. They're showing me like my mouth. They're not falling out or anything like that, but they're showing me dental work and they're saying it's a yes if that's something that you're considering. They're showing me teeth. They're saying move forward on that. You can go ahead, Sheri Berry. I'm gonna do.
You wanted to know
for her.
what for the rest of of the month, like in the next week, because I just wanted to clarify, like we're just talking about in the next week, not in May.
Yeah, she said the rest of the month, so that would be
Week.
um a week.
Okay, well, I got that it was smooth. I pulled oracle cards, so I got that it's smooth, that you're going to be working on some memories, and which is Mercury and Gatorade. So we're all going to be working with stuff in our past and our memories, and dealing with some stuff, but that the rest of the week is going to be smooth sailing, and you're just going to have some memories that you're going to be reminiscing on or working through. Don't beat yourself up. I'm hearing don't beat yourself up. There's no regrets, because everything that you've done has gotten you where you are now. And that just don't regret it. Just learn from whatever it was that happened, and just be grateful for it. But something's going to trigger those memories. But I see a smooth week for you.
Okay, so you're worried about somebody, but outside of you being worried, for all those people who are saying, can I be added to the list? Just post your question. You don't have to ask if you're can be on the list. If the list was closed, Kina would have it scrolling across the bottom of the thing, so the list is not closed. There are 7 people ahead of you, so that's about at least a 20 or 30-minute wait with 7 people ahead of you. So do know that if you're asking for a question, and if you're not able to stay, then don't ask to be on the list, because we're not going to jump you. We're not going to be like, oh, blah blah blah. There's 7 people ahead of you, and I'm sorry. That's just it. For Miss GP. The first card that popped out was the 8 of Cups, and that's moving on. Are you considering leaving your job, or moving on, or making another career decision, and you're thinking like, I have all this longevity here, how can I leave my job, how can I move on? And so I put that card back in because I hadn't asked a question yet, but over and over and over, they keep showing me the 8 of Cups, and that's moving on. That doesn't mean in a bad way. That's just you walking away from something. And then the card that came out was the 4 of Cups, and you can't see it, but on her shirt in the Modern Witch Tarot, it says over it. You're over it, and you're not seeing the blessing that is in leaving. They're saying you're not seeing the blessing in walking away, because you're concentrating on all the years that you've put in. I already have these 3 cups. I can't walk away. I can't start over. I can't do this again. And they're saying you may need to consider something new. You may need to consider something different. And you're saying no, that you're not considering leaving your job, but they're telling me that you are considering it, or that you're at least fed up with it, or there's some turbulence in your job. There's something that you're not completely happy with right now. And so they showed me the moving on, and then they showed me this, you not seeing the blessing in a goodbye. And then I said, oh, because that was you. I said, what is you? You, that's you not seeing the potential and walking away from something, or a gift that is being given to you. You don't see the beauty in it yet. So then I said, what is your path? Your path is a chariot. That's victory. That's movement. That's forward movement. I love the Chariot card, and I love her because this is a badass chick moving on. This is forward movement. This is victory. This is you controlling your destiny. This is you ready to move forward. This is your path. It's movement, movement, movement. You're stalling, you're stuck, and you're stagnant, and they're saying your path is movement. When are you going to be ready to move? And then what is your potential? Your potential is that 9 of Pentacles, which is that independent wealth. You could be earning more, you could be receiving more, you could be saving more, you could have more, you could just have more. So this is that independent wealth. This is that lady of leisure. This is that money just falling from the sky. This is your potential. This is what you could have if you're ready to move forward. and you see the blessing in the goodbye. And so I said, well, tell me a little bit more about this goodbye. What else is it that she needs to do? And then the Ace of Wands came up. The Ace of Wands is good news. That's forward movements. That's job opportunity. That is things that are coming your way. That's creativity. That's passion. You see the growth on there. This is all newness. This is new things. This is good news that is coming in for you. So maybe you haven't considered it yet, leaving your job, but the situation is coming where maybe you will get the opportunity, or you'll get an offer, or you'll get something that'll either help you want to leave your department or your job or the current position that you're in, but it's coming up for you pretty soon. And I'm hearing 6 to 8. I heard weeks, but it may be days because you asked for 7 days. You asked for the rest of the month. And so it's coming up. The potential is coming up quickly. And this is just to prepare you mentally for, what if somebody offers me another job? Would I go? What if somebody offers me more money? What if somebody offers me another routine? Would I go? And so they're mentally preparing you for getting ready to move on. And so that's what your reading is. You ask for the rest of the month. That's what's coming towards you. That's what you're about to receive. Good news, new opportunities from spirit, and then to get you to that independence and to be forward movement. So you're ready to go. So if it hasn't happened, which you're saying it hasn't, it's coming in the next week or so. So that's what I got for you, Miss GP. Were you done with
Yeah,
GP?
yeah, I got this.
Your glasses, Mary, are those new?
What?
Your glasses,
No,
are those new?
no.
Oh, I like those. Those are cute.
I've had these for 3 years. I need to.
Oh, those are really, really nice. Anybody who just joined the chat, welcome, welcome, welcome. Is it Kanza or Kanaza? Kanza? Um, welcome to the chat. Post your questions so that Kina can tag it. You're welcome, Miss GP. Let us know what the good news is. Let us know what the offer is, because it's coming quickly. And then they show you being generous. You're able to give more. Also, are you missing some time with your granddaughter? Because I feel like there's a heartstring, like you want to just take a road trip and go and do some things and go see your granddaughter, or go and see somebody. You're reminiscing about a visit, because they're showing me the Six of Cups. And so you want to go and spend some time with some loved ones, and just laugh and have a good time. You're feeling a little bit, not necessarily lonely, but just reminiscing. Sometimes you just miss family and friends, and they're saying it's a good time to go ahead and go. Don't stall that. Don't hold on to that. A short trip, a day trip, um uh more than a video chat. They're saying you actually need to put your hands on this person or on these people and just go ahead and take that trip. So go ahead and do that. Also, Miss GP. All right, Kina, who's next?
These are my other ones, and I don't wear them when we're on live because they don't have reflective. And
Okay,
so
but I like them.
these are the ones that I wear when we're online and
Okay,
at
I
work.
like them. Those have a little bit of a tint to them. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these are really, really
Immediately,
old, so they're not as good as they should be.
but they're pretty. And they go with your whole look. You dyed my hair
I
today,
dyed
all the
your
other
hair
day and everything.
yesterday. I
It all looks good.
did.
So
Like
keep
all of the
it.
gray is gone. I did a darker.
Alicia, I heard yes. As soon as I read your question, um, was that my friend's grandmother? I heard yes immediately. And is it bad news or something that you didn't want to deliver to her? That's why you doubted it. Like she told you to tell your friend something, or something that you didn't want to reveal to her, or that you didn't want to say, and they're saying go ahead and say it. Um, it's okay for you to go ahead and say whatever it is that they're telling you to say. These cards are popping out. And I didn't even ask the question, so I don't even know what that is. So let me get to a question before and see if the same cards pop out. But again, yes, you did hear that was your friend's grandmother, and I can also do the pendulum on that also. And you have a pendulum. Why are you
Why are
doubting,
you?
honey? Exactly. It was information that you need to give to a friend. I said female, but it could have been a male. But again, a friend. There was information that they wanted you to give to this person, or something that doesn't seem like it's good news. And they're saying that you can go ahead and get that information. Was Alicia hearing from her friend's grandmother the other day while she was walking? And it immediately turned into a
I got a
yes. And a red is a, so it's a yes, you were listening to that person. Go ahead and give them the information. Um,
if they're open
Exactly.
to
It's hard news. Exactly. It's hard news that you had to give to them. And they're saying, give it to them. Listen, one thing my guides told me is there's no repercussion if I say it exactly the way they said it. If they tell me to tell this person to quit their job and open a Pizza Hut, then that's what I need to say. Quit your job and open a Pizza Hut. Not, I think you should get your resume ready and put it out there. That's not what Spirit said. What Spirit said was quit your job and open a Pizza Hut. I say it exactly the way they say it without consequence. When I start putting my own interpretation on or what I think it should be or how I think it should be, that's when there's consequences. Say it like I said it. Sing the song like I told you to, Tina. That's all I'm saying. Miss Sheri, I see you moving on from something. Not sure if it's improvement of health or finances, maybe both. I feel happier days ahead for you. All right, Miss Linda.
whoop,
Look
whoop,
at Miss
Miss
Linda giving us
Linda.
the
Yeah,
tea.
thank
And
you.
Miss Linda is listen. Miss Linda is in Phoenix, so or in our great state of Arizona, so her energy must be pulling in real close to you.
I actually
Uh,
did not know Miss Linda was here until
she
I looked
is. She
at your
was at the thing
picture.
last night with us. That was Miss
Yeah,
Linda. So
in your
she is in
picture.
Arizona, so she's got a strong pull on you. She hear you. You ain't even ask no question. She like, well, let me just tell Sherry Berry what she needs to
Yeah.
know. All right now, I like it. So go ahead, Alicia, and give your friend that advice because it is necessary for you to deliver this information. It may be something that he's questioning or that she's questioning, or something like if somebody's dead, if somebody listen, if somebody's person from the beyond comes to me and say, "Hey, can you tell this person blah blah blah?" That took a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? They enjoy in the afterlife. They might be having mimosas or doing whatever they doing in the afterlife. They may be teeny bopping or whatever it is that they doing in the afterlife, and they took the time to come to me as a vessel to get this message out. I need to say whatever it is they need to tell me to say. So go ahead and move forward with the message that you receive. And in the future, speak to yourself with mediumship as I'm getting better with mediumship. I'm understanding my guides better. I'm understanding the spirit world better. So say it in that way. I'm getting better with my mediumship. And I just was wondering if this is what it was. So don't say that it's not my strength. Pam said that only 4 people have liked our live, and it's 19 people in the chat. So what does y'all need?
What? Y'all need to be
Real,
like
just
in our
like the live.
lives.
That's what we trying to say. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and don't make Pam get on y'all. Don't make Pam have to tell y'all one more time to like this live, or to share this live, or to tag somebody, or to tell somebody. We are on here giving out good information. Listen, I am the Oprah of the psychic world right now. No, just Oprah people, Oprah people. All right, Keena. Do you have anything for Miss Alicia?
Nope. I just got that.
Oh,
Yes, it was the grandmother, and yes, you need to be that person. Yeah, you need to give the message.
and as you said that the magician card came out, you have all the tools necessary to
That
say it, to do
too.
it. And listen, Keena, look, I wish Keena would come on this live and give this testimony about this situation where remember our friend Andrea, you had to give her some information and you was like, I don't know, this Angie friend, why would they come on? So Keena, can you come on and give Alicia this information about that situation? Keena had to do the same.
Hey!
Look, we don't had to pull a parking lot out on you, Alicia. We got to. Well, Keena had to come on live. You
Thank
done
you,
did some
Miss
wrong. So go
Linda.
ahead, Keena. Keena had a
um,
situation just like this where she had to give somebody some information. So go ahead, Keena. I'll let you tell it.
yeah, it was a couple weeks ago or something. I had a dream clear as day. It was a mutual friend. You know, we all hang, we all chill, we all do whatever. And one day after we had all hung out, like that night, I had a dream clear as day that I was talking to her, and I remember the words I told her was clearly. It was like, "You need to pray against such and such spirit." I'm like, okay, that's weird. Like it's like the Leviathan spirit is what it was. And so I was like, okay. And I did a little bit more research. I kind of knew a little bit about the Leviathan spirit or whatever. So I did a little bit more research. I slept on it for a couple of days and then I mentioned it to Angie or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know why they would come to me. I'm like, she's more Angie friend than mine, but it was clear as day. I was talking. It was just me and her talking. And I said those words and I remembered them verbatim when I woke up. And so I ended up calling her a couple of days later. Like I was just like, whatever, let me just call her. Like, I mean, I know her enough that I can, have a conversation with her. And so I called her and told her, and she was like, do you know what? All weekend I was praying about such and such. So that, brings confirmation in terms of, this or in terms of that and blah, blah, blah. So I was just like, okay, well, I did my part. Now it's up to you because, I didn't really understand it, but I just basically told them, like I said, exactly how I heard it in the dream and how I interpreted what it meant probably for her and everything like that. And so sometimes you do just have to say it. Like, there's been times when I've had to deliver messages to Angie, like they'll come to me and sometimes it's verbatim, or I'll be like, why is y'all talking to me about Angie, whatever. And so you just have to deliver it because again, it was like, why would you come to me when she'll probably listen to Angie? Like, everybody know I'm fighting my gifts, so why would you come to me? And again, it was just so clear. And so, and it was just that. And Angie had mentioned and like made a great statement that maybe she'll take it better coming from you or something like that, because if they got to go all the way around and out of nowhere go to you, then maybe it's something, or it'll bolt better coming from you or something like that. So I don't know. I just told her.
There's another thing that I'm hearing for you, Alicia. They're telling me to tell you to do a 4-card spread on this, and these are the exact 4 cards that you need to do. So I hope you got a paper and pen and you're ready. The first card is, and they're showing it to me like this: the top card. So it's going to be 1 card at the top and 3 cards at the bottom. So the first card is the overall energy of the situation. That's what you need to do. That's the overall energy for this person. So what is the overall energy? That's the first card. When you go to the second row, the first card is, what is this? What is so that's the overall energy for that person. And then this is the current, their current energy. What is this person's current energy right here? So the overall situation, the current energy, and then the heart of the matter. The second card on the second row is the heart of the matter. What is the heart of the matter? And then the other one is the outcome. So those are the 4 cards that you need to do. 1, the overall situation. 2, on that second row, their current energy. 3, what is the heart of the matter, and then 4, what is the outcome. So those are the 4 cards that you need to do, and it looks like 1 card at the top and 3 cards at the bottom, and those are the 3 things that you need to that is the spread that you need to do, and then interpret that, like interpret it and they're clearly saying this to me, on how you feel and how you're receiving the information, not what the cards mean specifically, like, oh, the 8 of Wands means information is coming in. What is it that you're seeing or feeling or receiving when you pull these cards for this person? Step outside of who you are. So ask your guys, clear all my current energy, all my feelings, anything that I have associated with this person, and give me a clear, concise reading for this person, and tell them, hey, grandmama, you came to me and told me to tell this person. Now help me to interpret these cards so I can tell this person too.
Yep,
And
I've
even
done
if
that
you don't
before.
tell them, and even if they don't understand tarot and you don't want to tell them that, you can still give them the heart of the reading without giving them the cards. Okay, so this is what I saw the overall energy is. You're thinking there's some deception. Oh, this is where your current energy is. You're wondering if you should walk away or you should stay. This is what the heart of the matter is. Is this person cheating? Is she too financially set in the relationship? And the outcome is this. So you can give them the overall message without having to give them the cards reading, because not everybody is receptive to tarot. And so go ahead and give them the message, and then also incorporate it in the way that the grandmother, call the grandmother back in. Hey, grandma, I want to give this message to them, but I want to be precise. I want to get it right. What do you want me to do? Tell it to me how I can understand it and give it to them. However I would do it. However I would give somebody bad news. Give me the strength to do it. Give me the opportunity. Give me the courage to do it. Not the strength, the courage to be able to say those words that they need to hear. And they may receive it the same way that our friend received it from Keena. Oh, you know what? I was having these thoughts. I was praying this prayer. I was having these doubts. And this is you confirming out of the blue that this information is right.
You
So that's what
can,
I got.
another thing I'm hearing is you can also use the information in a conversation with them and ask open-ended questions. Like, oh, how is this? Have you talked to so and so or something like? Cause so like I heard somebody saying like, as a prophet or something, like Angie, if she was to get married, I remember like the one lady from New York, the Long Island medium. it was hard for her to just walk up to people. And so she kind of would start a conversation with open-ended questions. And then, because she was limited on time, she would kind of go in like, oh, well, okay, I have this message. Somebody is here, blah, blah, blah. But if you have a person who maybe is unbelieving or doesn't know, or, anything like that, want to know why you're in their business, try to ask open-ended questions with the information that you also will have from the reading, as far as what they really want to tell them, like the overall
or
message.
ask your grandmother to give you information that you would only know if she told you. Like if she can tell you, like, oh, I used to call him such and such when he was little. Ask her for something that'll let her know that you're directly talking to her. Like it could be a phrase that they used to say. So say, give me something that he can confirm that I'm talking to you and that I'm not just making this up. Give me something, a clue or something that he can confirm that this is you and that I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. So sometimes I'll be like, give me more, give me something that they'll understand, give me some evidence that they'll know it's you and not me just saying, well, your grandmama told me to say. Okay. Because I've had people tell me that my grandmama said something, and I'll be like, I know my grandmama and I know good and hell well she did not tell you that. But there you go. Hey, Miss, hey, Jaded. I didn't get to say hi to you. Hey, Affirm Wellness. Hey, Don. I don't know if I got to say hi to you. Hi, Miss K. Everybody else who's come in. Sorry if I didn't get to acknowledge you. We're into it and we're reading. Have you all liked, share, comment, and subscribe? Pam said that Sheri Berry only had 3 likes on there. It's 21 of y'all in this chat, so y'all better be like, share, comment, and subscribe. Or do you not appreciate me enough? Like, do I need to take my talents to Long Beach? Like, do I need to go somewhere else?
Right?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Maybe we don't need to come on here Sundays no more because y'all don't really like what we're saying. I know Jada do, and I know Miss Linda do because they be in here every week giving their own justice in the comments too, and I love it. The only person we missing right now is Angels Will Fly, and I'm pretty sure she'll be in shortly. All right, Keena, who's next? Keena, you gonna stay on with us and keep
No, I'm about to go. I was just gonna say I'm about to go.
Exactly. Hello, Miss Suzanne. Hello, Louis, that grown ass man. Exactly. All right, Sonaria, are you still
Hey,
here?
Louis, I have to
Thank you, Miss Kay.
I have to thank you, and I need to let you know that I use our scenario when I did your very first tea, when I try to explain to people how I make tea for them. And I'm like, let's take the example of this guy that I know that's in Flint that I've never met in person. And then I talk about the time that I asked you if you had anything wrong with your skin. And then I tell them, like, I was making the base tea. And then for some reason, calendula or calendula, however you fucking want to say it, I don't care. But how I ended up putting that in your tea. And so I always use that. So thank you for being you and being available for me to use and abuse you in that way.
Use and abuse. All right
Because
now.
I'm like
All right,
giving
well,
out this information.
How you gonna abuse me now? How you about to abuse me? I want to know what you about to do to me.
Because I use his I use his, like, the one ingredient as an example to saying, well, Spirit's telling me that you have a problem with your skin, and that's why I'm going to use this herb. And he validated it. He confirmed it.
Oh, and I can also go with that because Miss Sheri Berry did the same thing for me. I asked for something to open my third eye and to help me sleep better. And Spirit was like, yeah, but she also needs something for them female hormones.
Mhm.
And she gave me that tea, and baby, it worked. So listen, when Sheri Berry tell you, when Sheri Berry be like, oh, Spirit told me to do this, then she ain't lying. Because how would she know? We had never ever had that discussion before. And she gave me 2 teas. One was what I asked for, and one was what Spirit said. But my ancestors real intrusive like that anyway. So they'd be like, yeah, I know you was making this tea for her to go to sleep, but she also need this tea. So you need to put that together too. That's just my people because they intrusive like that. But obviously, Lewis's people is intrusive like that too.
They are. Because a couple weeks later,
I'm telling y'all,
I'm driving down the road thinking about stabbing tires on somebody else's tires, and all of a sudden, I'm having my own, like.
I would like to acknowledge, Keena, can you put Affirm Wellness comment on there? It says, ooh, Sheri, your hair is extra flowy today. I like that compliment because that is my hair that Sheri Berry is taking care of over there. And I told her it looked good today and shiny. She just dyed it. She talking about cutting the ends. I told her she can cut about that much off. That's it. That's it. That's my hair. I'm waiting on her to go ahead. upon her demise, or if she just had one of those moments where she want to cut off like a foot of hair, she can go ahead and cut that off and give it to me. But upon Sheri's demise, and look, we have it on screen 50,000 times that I've said it, that I
my daughter.
hair, and Sheri Berry is taking very good a good care of my hair. And I like that you said that. You're welcome, Affirm.
Thank you.
Oh,
I was telling Angie how I blow dried it. I usually don't blow dry my hair, but
oh my God, can you please show them what you did? It was so ridiculous. It's so, listen, let me tell you, women will improvise in a minute. We'll go and get a shoe and make a step stool. I don't know. But when she show you what she did and how she blow dried her hair, you'll be like, I get it.
Okay, so I have wavy hair, which I didn't have before I had weight loss surgery. And now I have wavy hair. So it's learning how to take care of after 50 years, like I had straight hair. So
Scenario, we haven't read you yet. You don't have to rewind. Just hold tight. We're about to get to you in just a second. We haven't read you. You didn't miss it.
So, you know, I usually just let it dry, and because I colored it last night, I wanted to see what the color was, so I blow dried it. And to get the wave and the curl, I used a colander, and I took my hair and went like this and blow dried it through the colander to help create the waves and the lift. So even though I have a diffuser, this is what I used last night. And yeah, I look like an idiot.
And look how beautiful my hair looked. That's all I'm saying.
This is what I did. Oh, there you go. That's a colander trick.
Okay, y'all, let me go on here because I had to one of my friends is being scammed online by somebody who is in her inbox. Do not do it. So I gotta tell her to get out the inbox. Lord help the child. Hold on, let me make this comment to her so she'll know not to listen to this person.
Are they trying to get her to
a real psychic does not go inbox?
No. I don't inbox anybody. I don't inbox anybody, you know, and
I had to cuss her out real quick. I said, why the hell is you going to them? Heifer, you can come to me for free. Why would you go and pay them? You can pay me if you just want to give your money away. What kind of stupid shit is that? After this, you will be getting a call, Heifer. Just know that. I will be calling you to tell you how much you goddamn nerves with this ridiculousness. Let these people tell you to come into their inbox. As many times as I done told you not to go into somebody's inbox. Okay. I think that's right. I'm still fussing. Hold on, y'all. Just ridiculous people.
So I'm walking around.
Keena, you can put the next person. Oh, you can go ahead and start on scenario. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I was in the middle of that shuffle, and I was told to pull out this oracle deck. So I'm gonna do that.
Suzanne, did you post a question? If you posted a question, Keena will add you to the list, and then she'll add you on your platform to let you know that you were added to the list. So did you post a question? I don't see a question in here from you. But once you post a question, Keena will save your question, and then when it's time for you to come up, then you'll get your reading. There are 8 people ahead of you right now. So that's going to be at least a half an hour. And I have to be done at 6 o'clock, which is 90 minutes, people, because I have to go pick up my son, which is less than 90 minutes because it's about a 10-minute drive to go get him. So if y'all want my son standing outside after work, after a long day, y'all need to hurry up with these questions. That's all I'm just trying to say.
So I got that you are currently working in your, I got the Burning Man. So this is the Pure Magic Oracle deck. And this is the Burning Man. And I'm hearing that you are standing in your creative juices right now. Like there's something that you want to work on. I'm thinking that it's business, that you want to start a business, or you're thinking about like a side gig. But you are standing in your power of your creative juices. And it's time to celebrate that. Then, yeah, I got another one. It's a salamander. It says creative work and infinite wisdom and alchemy. So there's something that you're creating or building. Wow, that's amazing. You got 2 creative cards. And you're grounded in what you're doing. So every step that you make is very methodical. And even though you're very creative, to get where you are, to have that creativity, you're methodical about what it is.
I would like to say, Suzanne, I just read your question and I wish this was wine because I just.
I hope that makes sense to you. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. But there's definitely a methodical path. Every step that you're taking is within your creative power, like you are in your zone. Okay, Miss Angie.
Oh my God, Miss Linda, didn't I tell you yet your bracelet was in the car? Oh my God, Miss Linda just said she found her bracelet in the car. She had on this bracelet at the thing, and she was like, "Oh, I can't find my bracelet." I said, "Oh, Miss Linda, hopefully it's in the car," and it was in the car. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I think you're definitely on the right track. It says like you're grounded, you're energetically charged, you have many layers to yourself, but there's definitely a lot of creativity, and you are I just feel like you're standing and you're burning, you're on fire with your creativity, and it's just like it's a good place to be. I just feel a lot of like positivity about it. I love the salamander card. Like, see all the little salamanders? And you're going through this portal, like you're going through a journey.
Vanita, you said hi, Don and Sonoran and all others. Do you see who on the screen? Okay, just wondering.
And then the Earth Mother, like the grounding, the energy, that you're putting into all of this. Like and again, this is a hand, and I find like that it's interesting that there's a hand in here because hands are so powerful. So yeah, I think I love this deck. I don't know why I don't use it as much. It's my first Oracle deck. Okay. Miss Angie.
Yeah, I got so sidetracked. Okay, Miss Vanita, thank you. Don is in the comments, so thank you for saying hi to him. But me and Sheri Berry are right here doing the reading, so hi to us too, and hi to you too, Miss Vanita. Miss Sonaria, when I first got into your energy, it is quite close to what Miss Sheri Berry was saying because I heard "Mother May I," and you're asking for permission to do something that you have the authority to command. So you're asking for permission to move forward with something that you already have the authority to command. So I heard, why are you asking for it? The scales of justice are there. Everything is going to line up in your favor. The justice card is coming. It's going to line up in your favor. You ask for something sincerely, honestly, and without malicious intent or without greed. You ask for something for the betterment of yourself. And so they're saying it's coming for you. Those scales of justice are coming. Things are going to balance out. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's a judgment or anything or with the court coming. It just means that things are going to balance out. The universe is balancing out. Universe is giving you what you asked for. So you said, Mother, may I? And they said yes.
They definitely
And
are
then
saying yes. They're definitely saying yes.
Definitely. And so then the full energy came up because you are ready to just take on this endeavor, jump into this situation head on. What you know, win, lose, or draw, you're ready to do it. At least I did it. Just do it. The only failure is in not doing it. And they're saying, yes, you are ready to do it. Yes, you may. You are okay to be in that full energy. Even if you jump off the cliff, somebody will catch you. In your current situation, you are tired, you are worn, you are ready to move on. But what they're saying is have that resilience. You have that you have that resilience, you have that fight, you have that never give up strength. So no matter what obstacles you've been facing, no matter what's been going on in your life, no matter how hard it's been for you, you still have that resilience. You're not ready to go. You see this person with that bandage on their head, you see all those wands, that's growth. That's all the things you've collected over the years. That's saying that's your experience, that's your lessons, that's your love, that's your hurts, that's your pain. You've been collecting it, you've been carrying it. You're almost at that 10. Don't you give up because it's coming. And then that Queen of Cups is coming. Learn to control them emotions. Learn to control those highs and lows. You're almost in that Queen of Cups energy, which is that nurturing, which is that understanding, which is being able to speak clearly and
concise.
Say it again.
Concise.
Concise. You know what I'm saying? You're ready to be in control of your emotions. You're still making your decisions from your heart, and you need to focus more on your head. So this Queen of Cups is saying be in control of those emotions. You're already on your way. You have the permission to do it, to move forward. What is this about a doctor or a dog? Do you have a dog, or do you need to take your dog to a vet? Is there something about a dog? Because I saw a little dog and then I saw a doctor. Do you need to take your dog to a vet? Or do you have a dog? Why am I seeing a dog in a doctor's office? Or a pet in a doctor's office? I have a dog. Okay. Do you need to take your dog to the vet? Is there something wrong with your dog? Because they're showing me a doctor. And if you don't know, then maybe you should, or maybe you should seek out some information, because they clearly showed me a little dog and they showed me a doctor's office. So maybe your dog needs to go to the vet for something, or just have a routine checkup, and then maybe you'll find out something. It doesn't seem to be anything detrimental, and it doesn't seem to be anything. Oh, my dog is at the ER now. That's a firm. It's a girl. So is there something wrong with your dog scenario? Because there seems to be a conflict or something that you're dealing with. But they showed me your dog when this card popped out. So maybe you need to take. She's fine. Definitely needs a checkup. Okay, so that's what they're saying, is go ahead and do that, and you'll find out there's a little situation. It won't cost you a lot, or it won't be a big deal. It's not going to be a lot. Maybe a nail or something. They're showing me something with the paw. So maybe there's something with the paw or something stuck in the paw, or something about the paw. There's something very insignificant. It's not going to be detrimental to the dog's health, but you do need to get the dog to the vet. So they are showing me that. So let me get the outcome for your overall situation regarding your career and finance, because that's what's coming up for you. That's your focus. And it seems to be a new mindset. And they want to acknowledge the fact that you are going from that heartbroken stage of relationship to and not necessarily that you just ended one, but you're going from that stage of longing for love to, you know what, let me power forward and get myself in order so that I can be presentable and ready for a love if it comes to me, or for that situation when it presents to you. You're focusing on self. They're giving me goosebumps on that. And they're also bringing tears to my eyes, because this is an emotional change that you went through. This is a drastic change in thought for you, to focus on your mental, to focus on your finances, to focus on your career, and moving you forward in a positive way. So they really want me to acknowledge and tell you, and when I say they, I mean God, the universe, your higher power, however you refer to them. When you hear me saying they, that's the guides talking to me. That's that spirit talking to me. So I say they because some people say spirit, some people say universe, some people say God. And so the heavens want you to know that they are acknowledging your change in mindset. They're so proud of you. They are really giving me that love that I feel for my son when I find out that he does something good. That's the kind of love that they're giving me. They are so proud of you. They are so enveloping you in love. They're showing me yellow butterflies and flowers just floating everywhere. Yellow is infinite possibilities for me. Yellow is love. Yellow is sunshine. Yellow is brightness. Yellow is things coming in. That's the sunshine coming in for you. They're showing me the sun card in the Light Seers Tarot deck. And I wish it was one of the cards that's coming up, but it's not. But they're telling me that that is what they're feeling for you. That's what's coming to you. Infinite possibilities. So everything Sheri said about your business and you moving forward and you making those advancements, that is good. All those good things are coming for you because you changed that mindset. You made an active choice to do it. And they're so proud of you. Like they're proud of you like a mom is proud. Like they are literally making me emotional and making me want to cry. They are so proud of you. There's nothing but good things coming for you. May is flowers. They're showing me tulips blossoming. So May flowers, like all that rain that you've received, all those storms, all that things that's been going on in your life, you are literally about to see some of those things blossom in May. All of those things are good. So they're saying move forward with it, go forward with it. Whatever you're thinking about doing, go forward with it. Are you wanting a new apartment or a new house? Because they're showing me like you have desires for big, but you're scared to totally dream them. And are you looking for a new apartment or are you wanting to move? Because I'm getting that you want to have something new or you want to spruce up your current place. You wanted to make it home and you're going to have the financial resources to do whatever you want to do, either to move or okay, new apartment. Okay, then yes, you said you need a new apartment and they're saying you're going to get a new apartment. So that's coming before the end of the year. Is your lease going to be up before the end of the year? Because oh, you're wanting to move to Florida. Okay, they're showing me all of that, like new. You're going to have the finances that you want the way that you want them. Just keep speaking those positivities into existence. I believe in infinite abundance. All my wants and needs are met. So all those storms that you encounter, that 9 of wands that I showed you, those lessons, those hurts, those pains, those love, those joys, you're at the 10. You're almost at your capacity of all you can hold. And now you're moving into that sunshine. Now you're moving into that
That's
yellow.
funny.
Now you're moving
You
into that
want to
joy.
move to Florida, and Florida's the sunshine state.
Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? That is so amazing. If that's not confirmation on top of confirmation, that you should just go ahead and do it. And they're saying, get over your fear. You're a grown lady. You're capable. You're protected. When you get ready to make this move, because I don't know if you're moving by yourself, but they're saying you're protected. You don't have to be fearful of what's going on because you're protected. Keep asking for your ancestors to protect you. They'll protect you. You won't find any hurt, harm, or danger. Just ask them. Move in the steps that they're telling you. They say, and this is what I hear, that ludicrous song, when I move, you move. So when they tell you to move, that's when you move. When they tell you, and not necessarily move out of state, but when they tell you to take a step, that's the step you take. Whatever they tell you to do, that's what you do. And so all the confirmations that you want are here. Go ahead and do it. You're ready to go. So that's what they want you to know, is that the time is right for you to do it. Picking. They're showing me oranges on a tree is ready. They're about to go. All that stuff is about to fall because it's ready for you to go. It's ready for you to move forward. So go ahead and do it. Whatever you need to do, if it just means looking at apartments there, looking at jobs there, finding some connections there, looking into whatever it is, you have to tell the universe what you want. How do I know that you want to move to Florida? How do I know that you're ready to go? How do I know what kind of apartment you want? You have to tell them what you want. Put those things out there. I want to live in this city. I want to drive this kind of car. They know right now all I want is a Cadillac truck. That's what I want. Is a Cadillac truck. That's that Michigan in me wanting that Cadillac truck. That's what I want right now. So that's the thing that I tell them all the time. Oh, you don't have to ask me what kind of car I want. I want a Cadillac truck, or better. If you see something better for me, then Lord, go ahead and give it to me. But right now, that's what I want. You have to tell them what I want, what you want, what kind of car you want, what kind of apartment you want. I always tell them I want a lower level apartment, no stairs. I want it to be facing parking. I want it to be close to parking, and I don't want it to be where I got to walk down the hall, around the corner to the back, because I have groceries and I have bags and I'm lazy. If I'm paying for it, I want it to be exactly what I want. I want this kind of bathroom. I want this kind of doors. I want this. I want that. Tell them what you want. This is a partnership, not a dictatorship. They'll do whatever you want as long as you tell them what you want. So lay it all out. They're saying draw it out. If you're a visual person, do a vision board. If you're a list person, make a list. this is what I want, this is how I want it, and allow them to do it and continue to follow their steps. You're receiving the information and you seem to be understanding it. You're just a little hesitant about moving forward. And they're saying everything that you're asking is yes. Mother, may I? Yes, you may. Go ahead. That was the very first thing I heard was Mother, may I? And they said, yes, you may. And then the Justice card came up. Go ahead and do it. You're already ready to go. All right. So there you go. Miss Scenario, I hope that helps you out. I hope all the information we gave you was good. Who's next, Keena? For the person who's asking about their daughter's situation, your daughter isn't here and she hasn't given me permission to tell you about that. I can give you information about yourself, but I cannot give you information on somebody else's situation. Wait, let me read your question to make sure I got that right. Oh no, she's asking about you. Remember your friend who had to adopt all those kids? She's asking about that. Have you got any updates on that? That's what she's asking. I'm sorry, Miss Carolina, I didn't understand your questions correctly.
No, just that they're just waiting. Everything's still pending for the adoption. So we're just waiting. But as soon as I hear anything like the adoption's going to go through, I'll let y'all know. Are you reading Miss Penny's thing? Yeah. So when that first came up, I heard that you're receiving messages.
Do you get a male energy?
Yeah, but I also get like a female, like a mother, grandmother.
I got a grandfather.
But I do get,
and it could be all of them. It could be all of
yeah,
them. She could be receiving one spirit, and I could be receiving another one. So this person is not there to harm you. The reason you're smelling the cigarette smoke is because this person was a smoker. So I'm getting a grandfather energy. But I also get that they're there to comfort you. They're saying, don't be afraid of me. They're clearly saying, don't be afraid of me. Like, I love you.
Right.
Like, clearly is what I'm hearing.
And they want to connect with you. That's why you are smelling the cigarette smoke. That's why you are experiencing the things that you're experiencing, is because they're trying to find something to get you out of your comfort zone. And
Penny, somebody is always watching you. Spirit, God, your ancestors, your dead relatives. Somebody's always watching you, honey. Always. You're always being watched. There's never not a situation where you're not being watched. Guides, spirit guides or spirits are always watching you and trying to connect with you. Just are you open to receive it? And you're open enough that you can smell the cigarettes.
Yeah. So when I first heard that, I was told there's nothing to be afraid of. And once you're comfortable with that, like, ask them, like, hey, you talk to them, like, have a conversation with them. They're not here to help you. They're here to be with you, to let you know that. And I think you're struggling with something outside of this, and that's why they're coming in. I'm hearing that there's like some type of conflict or struggle, or there's a lonely feeling, like, and so they're here to comfort you and let you know that you're not alone in any of this.
Carolina, you dreamed about a panther. They're saying that, I'll get to you in a minute. I do have a message regarding that. But Penny, again, everything that she was saying, they're not there to harm you. It seems to be multiple relatives, because I see a line of people from your ancestors trying to reach you, and they're not going to keep moving forward unless you acknowledge unless you acknowledge them and allow them to speak to you. Like, you're getting the smoke, the smell, because that's them coming near. Like, if you smell like somebody's perfume or some food that they're cooking, that's just them letting you know that they're there. You don't have to be afraid of them. You could tell them to come to you in a way. Like, when I first started this, I would tell my guys, you can't come to here. Like, I would tell the ghosts or the spirits that were coming, you can't come when I'm here by myself. You need to come when there's somebody else here, because I was a little fearful at the time. So you can set the parameters as to when they were coming. Don, as experienced as he is now, Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot, he had a situation where he was toe to toe face to face with a soldier from the I think he said the Civil War, from one of the wars, and he told his guides, "Hey, that's not okay. You need to present that in a different way to me." So you just tell them, "Come to me in my dream, come to me in a movie, come to me in a song, get the message to me in a way that I'm not fearful of."
Okay.
So you can set the parameter. The next time you smell cigarette smoke, just say, "Hey, I acknowledge that you're here. Can you come to me in a dream? Can you come to me in a memory? Can you come to me in a visual? Can you come to me a different way? I'm fearful." Or you can ask your spirit team, "Hey," or your God, your higher power, or however you refer to it, to remove that fear from you so that you are able to. But you can also say, if you think that it's a negative spirit, which I don't get that it is a negative spirit. I get a loving spirit, like an ancestor spirit, like a family spirit, like somebody you knew personally, trying to contact you and direct you and guide you, because it seems like you're praying for help or you're praying for guidance, and then you're afraid of the guidance that you're receiving. It's like, "Oh my God, can you help me?" And then they send somebody to help you, and you like, "Well, wait a minute, I don't know if I want your help." And they're saying, "Well, you're asking me for help and I'm sending you help, you just don't like the way it is." Then you set the parameters as to how you want to receive the help. You tell them, "Come to me in a dream, come to me in a vision, come to me in a story, come to me in a movie, help me to receive you in a different way." And then you can also say, if you're like when you smell the smoke, if you're a positive spirit, then you're welcome to come to continue to connect with me. If you're a negative spirit, or you're not somebody who's for my highest and greatest good, I always say for my highest and greatest good, then you're dismissed and you're not allowed in my atmosphere or in my energy. You can say that. You set the parameters. Ghosts are not, no, they're not here to destroy you. They're here to help you. You're asking for help, and they're here to provide the help that you want. And so they're saying, go ahead and seek that guidance from your higher power, or from whoever it is that is contacting you. But for me, I get a grandfather like energy, a positive
Mhm.
energy, and them just wanting to comfort you and let you know that you are on the right track, that you are moving in the right direction. And the cigarette smoke that you smell is somebody who used to smoke, so you just need to identify who that was, and then communicate with them through writing, dreams, however you want to talk to them. Or you can say, "Only come to me when there's family in the house." Like, I literally set the parameters as to how my guys come and talk to me. Okay. So who's next? Oh, Julie said you could ask them to come to you, and oh, you're thinking it's your stepfather. It could be your
Could be.
stepfather. Whoever it is, don't be afraid of them. Just ask them to come to you. Like when you go to bed tonight, you can say, whatever you called your granddad, your stepfather, "Dad, if that's you, come to me in my dreams and make it plain, make it clear. Tell me the message and make it plain, make it clear." Whatever it is, however you want them to come to you before you go to sleep, tell them. And as soon as you wake up, write it down. Don't wait until you like, "Oh, let me go get some water. Let me go check my phone." As soon as you wake up and you have it, do it. And one of the things that I ask, because I don't remember to ask before I go to sleep, and Don is a person who will always tell you, when you go to sleep, say, "Hey, come to me in my dream, help me remember my dreams." I don't always remember that. So when I wake up, I'll say, "Is there something from that dream that I need to remember? Is there something that I need to do?" And so then I let them tell me what it is that they wanted me to know from the dream. So that's what I got for you, Miss Penny.
Yeah, I got that when I first read the question before we read you, that you don't need to be afraid, and you do set the parameters. Like,
And you're wondering why we won't tell you what the message is. The message is intimate. It's just for you. They're not telling me what the message is. And so, because I'm trying to connect with them, they're just not telling me what the message is. It's a message for you. So you need to receive this message on your own time. And then they're saying, keep it close to your heart. You don't need to tell them what they're telling you. So maybe they're giving you a secret, or maybe they're giving you some information to help you move forward in your career or your finances or whatever it is. But this is information that you need to move in silence with. So they're not telling me what the message is. And they don't always tell me what the message is, but I have been trying to connect with this person. So they really want to connect with you personally. So allow them that space to connect with you personally. Okay, and that could be it. That could be it. But again, if they're not revealing the message to the people who are mediums or who are able to receive, then it's a personal message for you. And just ask. You don't have to go to somebody else. Ask the spirit, who are you? Where are you from? How do I recognize you? Give me a clue as to what it is. Like with my grandmother, I know immediately it's her if they show me a certain number, a certain color. If they take me back to her house, my safe place is her house. Anytime there's chaos in my life, then they take me back. My dreams end up in her house because that's my safe place. So that's what you need to do, is just to go to them and ask them whatever it is. They're open to receive. If they came to you, then they're open to questions. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. Just go ahead and ask them, who is this? Why are you here? What do you want me to know? How do you want me to move forward? What is the purpose? Is what is for my highest and greatest good? And just ask. They're not telling me what it is, truly. So it's a message personally for you, Miss Penny. And I hope that helps. Sherry Berry, you can go first.
I'm not even going to read the cards. Gives a fuck what anybody else thinks. You have to do what's right for you.
The first thing I got is you worry about what your coworkers think too much. Medical leave is medical leave. If you're having a buttectomy, an eye transplant, a nose hair removal, whatever the hell you're doing is your personal effing business. You don't have to tell them what you're doing. Medical leave is medical leave. You don't have to worry about what they're going to say. They will manage without you. If you die tomorrow, you know what they're going to do? Replace Terry T with Terry B. They're going to replace you just like that, and it won't matter. Stop worrying about what they're going to think, regardless of whether it is. It's your right. You have medical leave. You have time to go, then go. I don't know what your surgery is. It doesn't seem like it's something serious or anything like that, but it's your personal business. Do whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
You don't have to tell, you don't have to worry about whether it's going to be backlash or like. I took my medical leave as required by law in whatever capacity I was supposed to take it, and regardless of how you feel about it, doesn't matter. You know, why are you worrying about how they feel about it? You worry about what other people think or how they're going to react to you. That's their feelings. You can't keep worrying about how somebody else is going to feel about what you're going to do. These are your personal decisions. This is your personal time. This is your personal leave. This is your medical leave, and to hell with whatever they think. Stop worrying about what everybody thinks about you and how they're going to treat you when you come back. Deal with the consequences when you come back. This is something that I heard from Joyce Myers a long time ago. Worry is a down payment on something that may not ever even happen.
Yes.
You're worried about something that may not ever even happen. I'm worried about, oh, am I going to get a flat tire tomorrow? Why am I worrying about something that may not even happen? Why do I care? And why do you care about what they think or whether it's going to get ugly? If you're having that many personal problems in your workplace because you keep coming back with this, maybe you need another place of employment. Have you considered that? That's what they're telling me. Is like, if you're having this many personal problems with the way that they're treating you or what's going on, maybe you need another department, maybe you need another job, or maybe you need to stop giving a care what they think. This is your personal time. You don't have to tell them anything. You don't have to explain anything to them. I'm taking medical leave and I'm leaving. Whatever it is, you don't have to tell them. You told them half a year in advance. Exactly.
I wouldn't. Yeah. What they think and what their concerns are is none of your business, for one. And you got to do what's right for you.
As long as they're not creating a hostile environment, live your life.
Yeah.
I'm going to do one card for the current energy at work. What is the current energy for Terry T at work? What is the current energy? It's the Page of Cups. It's an emotional issue that you're dealing with. Information is coming in, but I don't feel like I don't feel like it's, dang, is this another page that came out too? Page of Pentacles. 2 pages come out. This is information. This is immature energy. This is somebody that is young. This is somebody's in their 30s or less. This is young energy. This is gossiping. This is talking. This is stuff that don't even matter. That's what they're telling me, because I was about to give you the traditional meaning of it. They said this is young people, this is talking, this is stuff that you don't need to be concerned about. You can move on. 2 pages came out. That's just gossip. That's just 2 people talking junk about stuff. And this is jealousy. This is people that are speaking about things that don't concern them and that you don't even have to worry about. This is gossip. You don't have to worry about it. Keep moving on. You're taking on a burden that you don't have to take on. Go ahead, have your surgery, leave. As long as all your ducks are in a row, do what you need to do. Exactly. Like Pam said, what you do on your time is your business. You don't have to worry about it. This is young energy. Pagers are young people, immature people, people who don't, they're always coming with information, but they're saying in this case, it's just gossip. It's just them talking junk about stuff, but it's looking bad for them, not for you. You don't have to ask. That's the current energy, just gossip. Let me see what the outcome of the situation is. What is the outcome of this situation for Terry T regarding damn. All these cards fell, so obviously, let me see. What is the outcome of this situation? And they're saying it doesn't matter because none of them sign your paycheck. And I've said that multiple times. Judgment. That's what's coming. Judgment on them. And you know what? As I was holding these cards, it was saying it, and I think I said it before I even do it. Before I started to pull that card, this is looking bad on them. It's to their detriment, not to yours. They're gossiping about things that don't concern them. This is that judgment card. This is them getting what they like. This is their call. You know how they say everybody's going to be judged on their actions. All this gossip and stuff, that's going to be judgment for them. This is going to look bad on them, not on you. This has nothing to do with you. You don't speak on people's medical leave. They don't know what you're going to do or what. And even if they do know what it is, it's none of their goddamn business. You have the time to take it. Don't leave time on the table. Just go. You don't have to explain any of the details to me. Just go. I got the promotion. Exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Kina, can you post that? Oh, you already posted it. He got the promotion for that special position that he wanted, the removal of the blood clots from the brain. That's serious business. And this is what they're telling me. This is what they're telling me, Terry T. You need this rest. You need this opportunity to clear your mind. So when you come back, you're focused and you're ready. You don't have all that residual from all the gossip that's going around in the office place. You need this time to rest and to mentally recover and get yourself in order. So when you come back, you'll be a new people and you'll be ready to move on. This is perfect for you. Don't even let anything that they're saying bother you. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you, Terry T. Oh, and Don said worrying can invite the exact energy you're trying to avoid, but don't buy into the trouble. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow them to get on your nerves and to change your focus. This separation that you're having, this time that you're about to take off is necessary. Go ahead, take it off. I hope it's before your new position starts so you can get that mental clarity that you need. Come back to a new job, a new position, new people. And it's jealousy. Literally, these are young people talking junk about you. Move on, Terry T. You're so far above them. This is them. This is you. Stand in your power. Don't worry about what they're saying. There's nothing they can do about your advancement. There's nothing they can do. They're showing me that you're so protected and you're so assured of moving forward. There's nothing that these people can do to derail you unless you allow that energy to get into your head and to invite that in, like Don is saying. If you call that in, then that's what's going to happen. But if you be like, you know what, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that, and stay positive about it, then it's not going to be a problem at all. Allow your journey to continue in the way that your higher power has deemed for you, not for what they're saying. Just move forward. Oh, it's before perfect. Like this is perfect alignment, Terry T. They are literally moving you forward, and giving you the clarity that you need. Miss Linda said, Terry T, I learned a long time ago to not give a FUCK about what others think about me. It's very liberating. Exactly. You don't have to worry about it at all. Move forward. That's your power. That's your life. Nobody's gonna live it. Why they talking junk? Are they gonna come in and pay your bills? Are they gonna come clean your apartment? Are they gonna come take care of you while you're sick? That's jealousy. Yes. In this case, it truly is jealousy.
Yes, queen. Yes, completely.
Exactly. You exactly, to not give a care. But again, the next phase that you're going to, this new thing that you're going to, this is serious business. You know, blood clots in the brain, this is concentration. You don't need all this frivolous BS that you're dealing with. When you move on to this new position, them people gonna still be there talking junk, still there talking about crazy junk that don't have nothing to do with you, and you're going to be moving on to your next position. You need the mental clarity and capacity to do what you need to do. Blood clots in the brain, you'll have somebody's life in your hands in a different way. You need to be focused on that. What they're saying has nothing to do with whatever you're trying to do. Have your surgery, have your peace, and move forward. And just like Jada said, negativity creates delays and chaos. Say bye to that, to the birds, and keep on moving. Exactly. They're just chirping about stuff that they don't know about. They might as well be just people online talking junk about you, hating on your Instagram, hating on your life, hating on all the opportunities you have. One thing I heard Steve Harvey say the other day: new level, new devil. You got your promotion. This is just a new devil coming in, trying to take your joy away, trying to steal your joy. What did Keenan say? The devil comes in to steal, kill, and destroy. They're just trying to take your joy away. Stand in your power, stand in your joy, stand in the knowledge of knowing that you're moving forward and you're protected. That's the only thing that you need to know, is that you're protected. Keep on going. Don't even worry about these people. What you need to do is take some get some tiger's eye or some black obsidian. Like, you need to carry a stone with you when you're at work. It'll get rid of all that negativity quickly. Carry black obsidian is a protection. Tiger's eye is a protection. What's another one that you've mentioned before? I think you've given what's that? Is that black
No, it's
obsidian?
shungite.
Shungite. You
Shungite,
just need a stone. Carry
light.
that with you. Keep it in your
There's
pocket. Get a bracelet that has it with you, and it'll and set the intention. I repel all negative energy that is coming toward me. Keep all of the things that they're saying away from me that don't have anything to do with me. Help me to have a clear mind. Put your shield on when you go. Put your bubble around you, and just tell your guides, your higher power, to close your ears to that negativity, so that you don't hear it. Let them speak about it, but don't let it don't let you be able to receive it. Help them to block all out that negativity, and then send it back to them in the light that they gave it to you. How many times have we given you that thing about the freezer spell? Put them people names on a piece of paper, put that piece of paper in a freezer, and move on with your life. You ain't got to do nothing else. Put their name on a piece of paper, fold that piece of paper away from you, put that piece of paper in a plastic bag, and put that in the freezer, and move on with your life. You don't have to deal with any of that. Keep it going, Terry T. Who's next, Keena? And again, congratulations, Terry T. We are so proud of you. Like, we are so happy for you. Miss Cassandra, what do we see coming for you for the month of May? I literally heard somebody singing a shooby doo wop song, like a good thing, like shooby doo wop wop. Um, and I can't even get the song, but it's a shooby doo wop wop. That's what I heard. Keena said we have 1 hour and 6 more to go. Okay. Yeah. After these 6, we're done, because I have to go pick up Brandon, unless y'all want my baby to be walking home, and he not. But the first thing I got is fast moving energy, moving in haste. This is forward movement. There are some things that are about to happen for you, Cassandra, that is fast movement. So I got that shooby doo wop, and a shooby doo wop for me is good things. That's like good. I immediately got good energy, and I don't know if you listen to music. Dang, and the next card that came was sunshine, success, achievement, and recognition. That's what your May is. It's coming fast, and it's coming with freedom freedom, success, achievement, acknowledgement. Look at that. That you can't get no better than that. The Sun card. I've been told on many occasions that the Sun card is one of the best cards in the deck, and you got it, along with fast movement, moving fast, moving in haste, quick decisions doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It just means that the energy is fast. And the first card you got off for May was fast energy, and you got success in movement. I don't feel like I need to say anything else. That's what's coming for you: achievement, success, and great things. So, Miss Sheri Berry, do you have anything for Cassandra?
I do. So I got the 4 of clubs, and the clubs is work and career. And it says potential of growth with work and outstanding good jobs. Then I got two kings. I got the King of Hearts and the King of Clubs. And the King of Hearts is like the perfect soulmate. And soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. So just remember that. Like I had a soulmate, she was my dog. So what I'm getting from this is like whatever's going on with work is like a perfect connection. It's intertwined and it's in a good place. And then the King of Clubs is like you have a wise mentor or somebody that's behind you, supportive, and that's very strong and a very strong male figure for you. And so I do see like good things coming for the month of May, as far as work and prosperity goes. That's it.
Cassandra, is there anything specific that you want to know? Because I asked, is there anything specific that they need to tell you? And they said, is there anything specific that you want to know?
Yeah.
Because we gave you a general that all this good stuff is coming, but is there anything specific that you're asking that you want to know? I don't know if you're familiar with this song, but they're speaking to me in music for you. And it's the Destiny's Child song, If You Leave Her. And it goes, if you leave her, I'll leave him. We'll pack our bags and we'll move on. We'll something about our destiny. So it's a Destiny's Child song, and it's if you leave her. So are you and somebody else? If you leave her, I'll leave him. We'll pack our bags. We'll it listen to that song, Destiny Child. And so that's what they're saying. It's something about relationships. Yeah, like Keena said, it's called If You Leave. If You Leave. Oh yeah, it's called Next. Oh, it's Destiny Child and Next together. Okay. Oh, it is if you leave her, I'll leave him. We'll pack our bags. Don't say a word and let's go far away to another place. Let's hide away, just you and me. So are you planning a secret rendezvous with somebody, like both of you are in a relationship and you're both planning on leaving your people to be together? Because that's the song that's playing right now for you. So go and listen to that song, and that's how I'm getting it. For you. So I don't know if you have like some secret romance and both of you are planning on leaving your exes or leaving your current people, or if there's some kind of secret, but that's the song that's coming up for me. Is if you leave, it's Destiny Child and Next, and it's called If You Leave Her, or If You Leave, or whatever the song is, but that's what you need. That's what the song is that I'm hearing for you. But it's a good thing. It doesn't seem to be in a bad situation. Keena just posted the song in the chat for you to understand what it is. But that's the song that's coming up for me. They're singing to me in music for you, because the first song was a Shooby Doo Wop song, but it's Computer Love. That's the song that I heard. Shooby Doo Wop Wop Wop. I'm gonna love you. Computer Love. That's the song that I just heard. That was the very first song that I heard was Computer Love. Are you online dating somebody? Because whatever, it's a romantic situation where both of you are considering leaving your spouses. Oh, no secret romance. Well, there's something, because Computer Love was the first song that came up. That was that Shooby Doo Wop song. And then the second song was If You Leave Her, Then I'll Leave Him. So somebody's leaving somebody, and it's two people. And if it's not you, it's somebody in your energy. It doesn't have to necessarily be you. It could be somebody in your energy. It could be a daughter. It could be a sister. It could be a loved one. But somebody is thinking about leaving somebody else. Two people, two current couples are thinking, two separate couples are thinking about leaving their spouses to become a couple. So there's four people, and those two people are thinking about leaving their spouses to become a couple. So if it's not you, thinking about leaving your person and them leaving their person, then somebody is thinking about leaving. And I got Computer Love, so it seems to be online dating or somebody in your energy, but somebody's thinking about leaving their person to be with you, or to be with another person. So that's what I got. So love is flourishing for you. I don't get it in a creepy kind of way. I don't get it in a douchey kind of way. I do get it in a good way that it'll work out amicably for both of you. So if you're wondering if this online love is okay, I'm getting it is a good thing. Let me get the outcome for this romantic situation. Give me one card for the outcome for this romantic situation for Cassandra. One card for the outcome regarding this situation for Cassandra. Oh, they're saying you don't need another card. That's that freedom. That's what that freedom is. That's what that goodness is. That's what that freedom is. That's what that liberation is. That's what that is. The freedom. So somebody's going to be freed from a relationship and be able to move, and it's going to happen quickly. That's what that is. That's what that goodness is. So that's what I got for you, Miss Cassandra. I know you didn't ask for a love reading, but that's what it turned out to be. That's what that is. That's why they were speaking to me in song, because you listen to music. So go listen to Computer Love and then go listen to Destiny's Child. And that should give you some insight as to how you're moving forward, because maybe you were questioning the authenticity of the romantic relationship. So that's what I got for you. So who's next? Were you done with Miss Cassandra? All right, who's next, Keena? Yeah, I got like 40 minutes left. So hello, my people. Who's next, Keena? I'm just gonna get another set of cards. Sheri Brunton, are you still here? Shari Brunton, are you still here?
It's Sheri.
Oh, Sheri. Oh, is it Sheri?
It's Sheri.
Are you still here, Sheri?
She goes to classes with us, like at Tina's.
Not even trying to pull the cards for you, but logically, how do you think your financial situation would be able to improve? If my rent is $1,000 and I make $700, I either need to find a cheaper place to live or I need to find another additional income. So how does your financial situation improve? You either get a second job, you get a better job, you find some other source of income. Like that's a question that you don't need to go to spirit to ask. Are you asking them specifically for what step to take? What they're saying is you don't need to ask that question. Like that's not a question that you need to ask. That's logic. That's common sense. I get another job, I get paid more, I look for other opportunities to make more money. If my ends aren't meeting, how do I do it? Like I say all the time, I have 4 jobs. We do the classes, I do the live, I have my regular 9 to 5, and then I have another part-time job. So if my ends aren't meeting, I have to do what I need to do to make them meet or to save money. So, I mean, logically, that's how your financial situation improves. You bring in more money than you're taking out. So, unless you're asking me specifically if some kind of financial endeavor is going to happen, I don't understand what you need to know. What do you need to do to improve your financial situation? Make more money. Clearly. Sheri, do you have anything for other Sheri?
So are you still working for the narcissist? Like, is this guy still there? Because I just keep hearing narcissist, or that guy that you were working for. So every time I talk to you, I get like he is or was a huge reason why there's not the financial growth, but once he's out of the way, like there should be more stuff. Also keep expanding on your businesses and keep doing the craft fairs and your readings. Like yeah, keep expanding on your side gigs and your side hustles. And that's
I did get some cards for you. I asked for advice from spirit. I don't even know if you're still here, and I hope that you are. Otherwise, this is a very good wasted
no, she's still here.
reading that I'm about to give you. Okay, you are still here. So the first card I got was making a break for it. And that seems to align with what Sheri Berry was saying. You're working for a narcissist. Make a break for it. Just get out of the way. This is you. Not, I don't feel like you want to fight with this person. And this is you taking away their weapons. This is you walking away. This is you making a break forward. There's a whole lot of commotion and chaos and things that are going. So they're saying just make a break for it. Like you don't have to stay there. You know nobody is making you stay at that job. If you're unhappy there, you can go. Do you know in 3 months I had 4 jobs. If you're not happy, then you can go. You don't have to stay at a place that you're not happy with. If you're staying there, then you're putting the shackles around yourself. Move on. Find another job. That's clear as that. The cards are speaking. Make a break for it. Move on. The deception here is on you. Then what's the next card? You're carrying a burden that you don't have to carry. The Ten of Wands. You're overwhelmed, you're overloaded, you're overloaded with responsibilities, there's stress, there's problems. You're allowing it to happen. What you need to do is just move on. Let it go. You don't have to. And then the judgment card, this is self-evaluation. What is it that I need to do? That's what came up, self-evaluation. What is it that I need to do? This is a major arcana. These were small things. These are day-to-day things. This is a major arcana. I need to self-evaluate myself. This is my awakening. And then you know what I heard before I even pulled the cards? Trust. Trust your inner knowing. Trust the knowledge that you have. Trust the ability that you have to move forward. You won't believe that you can make that the amount of money that you want until you ask for it. I never thought that I could call in a specific amount of money until I called in that specific amount of money. I literally was walking out of my bedroom door into my living room and I said, well, give me blah, blah, blah. And you know what I got? Blah, blah, blah. The exact amount that I had. And it wasn't an insignificant amount. It was a significant amount. It was unexpected and I had no idea it was coming, but I called it to me and so I got it. I just literally walked out the door. My guys were talking junk to me. Oh, if you want it, blah, 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 you can have this and blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, well, give it to me. And when I walked out that door, I didn't think about it no more. Literally later that week, I had a meeting with my manager. I got a bonus and it was more money than I had ever received, but it was the exact amount of money that I asked for in that when I was walking out. So ask for it. This is you, self-evaluation. What am I worth? What do I want to do? How do I want to do it? I want to heal people. I want to help people. I asked for 10 new subscribers today. At least I said, can you give me at least 10 new subscribers today? Can you give me a new fresh set of people? All the people that we've read today, a lot of y'all I've never read before. I asked them before I came in, can we get a new fresh set of people that I've never read before? Can I get at least 10 new subscribers today? Can I get at least 1,000 subscribers in this amount of time? Can I get that? Can I help these people? Can you bring me people who have really honest questions that they need help with and they need healing on? Those are the things I asked for. Those are the things that I've received in this reading. I feel like I've given some good advice to some people who are really in need. Call it out. Self-evaluation. What are you worth? What do you want? How much do you think you need to be compensated for? That's how you get what you want. What do you need to do? Call it out. Evaluate your resources. Evaluate your worth. Evaluate your abilities. Ask your guys to show you how you can see yourself in a different light. Because I thought I was a very loving person. And my guy said, hey, you are. You're able to give love, but you don't know, quite yet know how to receive it. So what are they doing? Helping me to understand how to receive love. So we think that we're one thing and they show us that what we're not. So tell me, what do I need to do to improve my finances? What do I need to do to see myself in a better light? What do I need to do to have more confidence in myself? What is my next step? How do I do it? You don't need to ask me, you need to ask them. These are your guides. So that's what I have for you, Miss Sheri. Do you have anything else for Sheri?
No, I just like increase the side hustle is what I'm hearing, like the crafts and
for all of you who are asking about the angel numbers are to get your attention. Anytime you see something over and over and over, it's again to get your attention. If you keep seeing the same red car over and over and over, it's to get your attention. Either they're following you, maybe that's the car that you want, there's power in it. Anytime you see something over and over and over and over again, it's a significance for you. Just look up whatever angel number you're seeing. You keep seeing the number 17. For me, 17 is my son's birthday. It's St. Patrick's Day. It's green. They are specific to you, not to me. Look it up for you. What does 17 mean for you? Is that somebody's birthday? Is that somebody's death day? Is that the day you started a job? Is that the day that you got married? that number is specific to you. So all of you who are seeing the angel numbers, it's to get your attention, to help you to focus on something, to help you to because you're not paying attention. Your head is down and you're not paying attention. So those angel numbers are to help you. Just look up what the angel numbers are. I don't memorize the angel numbers. I look it up in the time that it happens to me. So if I keep seeing 222, I look it up in that moment, because the definition of what it means for me at that time may be something else. So if you want to know what an angel number is, what it means to you, just look it up. Or ask your guides. Like you have the power of prayer. All of you Christians out here who read the Bible, you do know it said you can ask. Ask and you shall receive. Ask the Lord what that 17 means for you, and you will receive. For the rest of you in the metaphysical world, you have guides. And for you other Christians, you can ask. You don't have to ask me. You can ask your power. Sometimes it's personal to you. And so I don't know what that number means for you. 17 for me means that. 111 for me means a new beginning. It means that I'm moving in the right direction. So for you, find out what it means for you. They're not telling me what it is. So for all of you who, the angel numbers, just look it up. Just type in angel number, blah, 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 and see what comes up to you and see how it resonates for you, because it'll resonate for you in whatever situation you're going through. Okay? So I hope that helps all of you who asked for the angel numbers. Who's next, Keena? The chat, it's only 10 people in the chat, so y'all must be tired of listening to me. So I'm going ahead and run through these and be done, because they know more like, sharing, comment, and subscribing, and y'all ain't told nobody else to come in here. So obviously y'all done heard enough of me. So I'm going to go ahead and hurry this up and move on forward. I want to know if they're
I can't answer about the other person because they're not here.
For this person who's on the screen, are you here? Is it Gruffalo? Are you here? Because I'm not even getting into your love life if you're not here. Are you here, person? Gruffalo, are you here?
Is that like Mark Garofalo? The Incredible.
Is it Kanaza or Kanza? That's a hard name. If you're here, Miss K, are you here? Suzanne, are you here? Jaded, Carolina, Joseph, are any of you people here? Because I'll take the next person. This person isn't
Jada
here. And praise the Lord.
And I know
just don't want to do a love reading. Keena, who's the next person on the list? Are you here, Kanza?
Joseph is here.
Kanaza?
Susan is here.
All right, Miss K, Miss K was the first person.
Miss K is here, yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. For the person with the 17, okay, that is perfect for you. That's just your son is just letting you know that he's still around. He's not gone. We think that when somebody dies that listen, energy does not is not created or destroyed. It just changes form. So he's no longer here in the physical, but he's still here where you can receive from him. And that 17 is just to let you know that he's around. He's still a part of your life, that he's missing you, that he knows that you miss him, that he understands that you're still longing for him. And so just allow that person to wait, my son in spirit, and he's helped me. He's 17. Yeah. So that's what that is. It's just identifying that this person is around and still there to help you. So just know that. Say thank you, or ask them for additional messages. Like when you see the 17, just be like, oh, you know what? Whoever it is, say their name. I'm happy that you're here. I acknowledge that you're here. I know that you miss me. I miss you. Is there a message that you have for me? Come to me in a dream. Come to me in a song. Come to me whatever way. Or just acknowledge and say thank you for being in my presence. That's all you need to do. It's just you missing that person. All right. So I hope that helps you, Miss Unique Beauty. That's very heartfelt. And maybe that's why they gave me the 17 of my son, because it was your son too. So I do like that. Any suggestions from my ancestors I need to know? Any messages from my wait.
any messages from my ancestors.
All right, Miss K.
Okay, so I pulled Oracle for you from my my Witch's Kitchen Oracle deck thing. This one. And I got thyme, rosemary, and patchouli. And thyme says that they wanted to say keep your courage up, like you're courageous, and they're here to encourage you to keep that up, and that you're dealing with some past memories. Because of the rosemary's, I love rosemary. It helps the blood-brain barrier. It helps with memories. Like if you're going to take a test or something, when you study with rosemary and peppermint, it helps that memory to work better. But you're going to be dealing with some memories, and then the patchouli, it says purpose. So you've been dealing with things, and your ancestors are here helping you deal with these things, and there's a reason. They're saying that there's a reason for them to provide these memories for you, but continue to have the courage to work through them. I hope this makes sense for you. You're the card.
So oh, I always love those cards.
There's time, which says courage. Rosemary. Oh, rosemary and potatoes. Oh, it's so good. And then patchouli.
Oh, that's funny. Miss Linda said her dad passed on 123. So when she sees 123, she knows it's her dad. When I see 123 or a succession of any numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, that's progress. That lets me know that I'm progressing, that I'm moving forward. So the message is whatever it is for you. So like for me, I love to see 1, 2, 3. I love to see 3, 4, 5, any progression of numbers up, because that means that I'm progressing. When I see them declining, I don't like that, because that means that I'm not stepping up, I'm moving backwards. And so allow the numbers to speak to you in any way that you can. I feel like there's another message for you, Unique Beauty. And if you give me a minute to finish these people, I'll go ahead and talk to you about it. Just give me 1 second. For Miss K, this goes right along with what Sheri Berry was saying. They immediately showed me somebody at a baseball, like at the home plate of the baseball, at a for baseball. And I don't know if baseball is something that is significant for you, but but they showed me you at the home plate, and you're ready to go up to bat, but you have a tennis racket. They said step up to the plate. So then you stepped up to the plate. So that you're listening to them, you're receiving the information, you're doing what they're saying, but you came with the wrong tool in your hand. You don't have the tool that you need. They're showing me the magician, and the magician is turned upside down because you didn't bring the right tool. You have all the tools, but you didn't bring the right tool to the plate. You brought a tennis racket to a baseball game. You need a bat. You need a stronger tool. You need to you need to bring the right equipment to the battle. So you're listening, but you're not bringing the right tools with you to get this done. So either you need to obtain more information, like more knowledge, more skills, more training, or you need to consider the situation and bring the correct tool to the thing. Because a tennis racket at a with a 90-mile-an-hour ball coming through you, it's just gonna go right through that tennis racket. So what they're saying is you're stepping up to the plate, because that's the first thing I heard was step up to the plate. So you're ready to do that, but you're bringing the wrong equipment to the field. Like you brought a knife to a gunfight. That's what they're saying. You're not bringing the right equipment. So you need to go to your guys and say, hey, what is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to bring? Kina said she was just typing that you brought a knife to a gunfight. And so you just need to figure out what it is that you need. Like they're saying, you're coming to me to ask me but you already are receiving from them because they said step up to the plate, and that's what you did. You're stepping up to whatever it is that they're telling you to do. You're just bringing the wrong tools for whatever the task is that they're asking you to do. So if you're considering going back to school, it's a yes. You need more training, you need more knowledge, you need more clarity, you need more information, or you need more tools in order to get the task or the job done. So you need to ask your ancestors, what is it that I need to get to? I'm at the plate. What is it that I need? So in this situation, they're saying you need something to come out swinging with. You need something that's heavier. You need something that's more, they're showing me the strength card. You need more strength. You need more courage. You need to step out there in your confidence and your faith and swing at it. Just hit at it. Just move. They're saying you need to go forward. And that's how I'm getting it for you, Miss K. Let me see if there's anything else. I heard the words true blue, know you. So does true blue meaning something to you? For me, true blue would be Michigan because that's the University of Michigan, U of M. So true blue, that would be for me, University of Michigan. So that would have something to do with college. Oh my God, that's a it. Are you thinking about going back to school? Because they said true blue, know you. And so that took me right to school. And I just said you needed more training. So I'm assuming that you need to go back to school. Or if you were on the fence about going to school, that's what you need to do. Dang, that was a long way to get to go back to school. Thinking about going back to school. Okay, true blue, know you. And so they had to take me and see. And this is what we mean when they say they use our database to help get the message across to you. So I was saying, oh, maybe you need this, this, and this. And they're saying, oh, let me confirm that for you. True blue. True blue for me is the University of Michigan. Because of the blue and gold. And so that means go back to school. So that was my confirmation to give to you that yes, school is okay. And then yes, is it. And they're saying there is financial aid to help you to where you shouldn't have to pay for it, or there's some kind of grant or tuition assistance that you should be able to get to go to whatever school it is. And I don't know if it's massage therapy, but or is it physical therapy? They're saying think higher. You need to think higher. You're thinking bottom of the barrel. They're saying think higher. You're worth more than that. That is the other thing that they're telling me. So yes, go back to school, think higher, set your goals higher. You're thinking massage therapy. They're saying maybe you need to be thinking physical therapy or respiratory therapy or something along that lines that'll give you more opportunities, more growth, more expansion, and more money. Because I think that money is your focus right now, and you're trying to find ways to get more money. And that's what they're saying. Woo, that was a long way to get to you to go back to
A
school. But
long way around
like
the barn.
they just showed me some books. Like Jesus Christ, people, but I get it.
Yeah.
All right, Miss K.
Long
I hope
hands
that
around
helps.
the
Did you already?
barn.
All right, wasn't that a long way around the mulberry bush? My guys be playing. They be like, okay, Angie, let me
Made
make
me
it
want to
plain, make it
go,
clear.
cook some chicken. It's like you were chasing chickens with their heads cut off.
Oh, okay. Got it. Took me a minute. All right, Kina, who's next? Miss K, I hope that helps you and I gives you the advice.
Yeah, we hope that helps you.
I think Suzanne was the next person. Okay. Okay, let me say this, Miss Suzanne. It's Mercury retrograde, so anybody that's coming back, this is that retrograde energy. So let's just be clear about that. That was the first thing that Kina posted when she got on here. We're in Mercury retrograde. Retrograde started on the 21st. So old people are gonna come back, old flames are gonna come back. What you need to remember, why did we break up in the first place? Why did we end it in the first place? Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna take this person back and then they're going to breathe wrong, they're going to sneeze and they're not going to cover their mouth, or they're going to do something that you don't know, or something that you don't like. Why is he blinking his eye like that? I knew there was a reason I didn't like this person. And you're going to remember all the reasons you broke up in the first place. And I'm not saying the second time around isn't a good thing, but this is that retrograde energy where those re's come back, rebounds, redos, emotions, feelings, situations that you did not resolve. So before you jump back in and be like, oh, my old flame is coming, or oh, this is a good thing, understand that you made that this is that retrograde season. And it goes through May, like May something or other. It's like 3 weeks. So please know that this is that energy. If this person is coming back, that's because that's what it is. Keena said 5:15. So Mercury retrograde goes through 5:15. So if you're considering this relationship, I think I need you to maybe stall it out to the end of Mercury retrograde, or ask your guys, is this a good thing? Like, ask your higher power, is this a good thing? Because I'm getting a no on this. This is just that rebound energy.
Getting no.
And that's a really rarity. And you seeing all the good parts and forgetting about why you broke up. Emotional intelligence, trusting your instinct, trusting the knowledge, trusting why you broke up with this person in the first place. You're saying, oh, it could mean that he's grown emotionally, that he's a better person. What I'm not going to do, because I just had this situation with somebody else, I'm telling you exactly what spirit is saying, and then you're fighting with me to say why this person is different, why this person is better, because you've already made up in your mind that this is what you want to do. So they're saying, trust your inner self. You should have the emotional intelligence to know when somebody is not good for you. There's a reason that you broke up. If you want to go back into that chaos, then you walk back into that madness, but don't come screaming for the Lord to come help you, or for your guys to come pull you out of it when you walked yourself back into it. We got you out once. He was gone. If he's coming back, that's because you were the good person, not because he was a good person. But you decide what you want to do. I'm getting a no, and I'm getting that you really should know better.
Right?
Decide what you want to do. All right, Miss
I got
Suzanne.
I got a no. I got a no on my pendulum. I got a no on my cards. I also got like magical release, calling in intention, and stronghold. So stand your ground. And then another one that says higher ground, beliefs, and meditation. So like stand your ground. This is and he's an ex for a reason. You know? X's retrograde is the reason for the season of the X's to come back in.
So then I asked, what is the outcome for this? And they're saying that you need to learn for your lessons. You know what the hermit does? He retreats and he learns from the lessons of the past. So you've gone through all these situations. You've had this lesson. You've received all this information. You've had this hurt. You've had whatever situation it is. They're telling you to step back and to evaluate the situation. Evaluate the lessons that you learned from that situation. Is it wise for you to do that? Because there is a new beginning coming for you if you want it. Or do you want to step back into that? You decide. That's what I got for you. He told you he was getting married anyway. Listen, don't waste my time with questions like that. He told you he was getting married, and you came on here to ask me what was going on with you and that person. Okay. You know what? Lord help the child. Lord help my Lord. Just look at my face. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. You had me go through that long ass speech like that, and you already knew he's getting married. The Lord isn't going to give you somebody else's husband, honey. Think about that. And then think about that if you were the person on the other side. He's about to marry somebody. He's about to marry you, and he's going back to her to talk to you. You know what scene they're showing me? That scene from Friends where Rachel found out that her best friend Mindy was sleeping with the husband when she was getting ready to get married to them. And then so then he left Rachel. Rachel left him at the altar. He got with the best friend Mindy, and then Rachel ended up sleeping with him while he was getting ready to be married to Rachel. This is just back and forth. This is foolishness. He told you he getting ready to get married, and you on here asking a psychic what's going up with your old flame. Let it go. The Lord isn't going to give you, your higher power isn't going to give you somebody else's husband. And why would you want to be with somebody who says, oh, I'm about to be married, but if you want to tango in the bedroom, then we could do it. It's about self-respect. It's about self-worth, knowing that you are worth more than that. I tell people all the time, I'm the only one or I'm not at all. I don't have to compete with anybody else. Either you want to be with me or you don't. It is or it isn't. I'm the only one or I'm not at all. I'm not a part of your harem. I'm not from back in those days. I don't understand. I don't share well. I flunked kindergarten sharing. No, I don't do it. I don't share. I don't give in. I don't, no, there's a lot of don'ts. And that is one of them. I don't share. Keep it moving. Yes, the dentist's wife. Exactly, Terry T. Mrs. Berry, Mrs. What was it? Something Berry, blah blah blah, DDS. Yes. And they were just going back and forth. He was testing you. Let me tell you how he wouldn't test you. Because if we broke up and you about to get married, block, let me tell you who you need to develop a relationship, your phone company. Because me and Verizon have a great relationship. When they get on my when it's over and it's done, block status. You know how I don't know you get married? You know how I don't know anything about you? Because you're blocked and I don't have to talk to you. If you go play with my head, then we don't need to talk to each other. Sometimes you need to decide that it's over and that it's done. I don't need new friends. I don't need old friends, especially an old friend that I used to have sex with. That's a dick in a bottle. No, that's break glass in case of emergency. Don't have a dick in a glass bottle. Keep on moving. Don't do it. Don't do it, honey. Keep it moving. Don't do it. Look at my face, my real face. Don't do it. Dick in a glass bottle. Don't do it. Keep it moving. You don't need new friends, and you definitely don't need a friend that you not seen naked. Keep going. Who's next? Exactly. I like what Unique Beauty said. You'll get them and lose them in the same way. And oh my God, Unique Beauty, if that ain't the exact scenario that is on that Friends episode where he cheated on Rachel with the best friend, went with the best friend, and then when he got ready to marry the best friend, he cheated on the best friend with Rachel. The same way you got them is the same way you're going to lose them. But I always think, what if I was a person on the other side? Like you just told me you gonna get married, and then here I come like a floozy, sleeping with you, and then what if I was the person on the other side? I would never want my heart broken in that way. So I don't do things to other people that I don't want done to me. Karma is real. You exactly right. Like Keena said, karma is real. What you put out there is what you get back. So if you allow this to be your story, then that's the story that's gonna come back to you. Remember that. Joseph wants to know if he's on the right track. They're telling me to go back to my other cards. So I'm going to go back to my other cards and get that. We got 15 minutes, people. We actually only got about maybe 10 minutes because I got to go. Is this the last person, Keena?
So Joseph, I pulled witch wound for you. Witch's wound, like witch's wound for you, which says remedy, magical medicine, scarred heart, and another day. Then I got the snake skin, which is about transformation and change. And so this tells that you are on your path that you need to be. That it, and I got Denji or Denjen, which is wildness, enigma, service, and choice. So you are on your right path. You are doing what you feel like you need to do, and you are where you are supposed to be. Yep. That's how I see it. Especially when I got the witch's wounds card. It's going with your heart. Miss Angie.
1 second. I need to look on one thing. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna concentrate on your energy in just a second. Okay. All right. Let me get back to this person. I got caught up in Jaded's comment. I'm sorry. So back to Joseph. Joseph wants to know. Am I on the right track? I heard no. Sheri, what did you tell him? I heard no immediately, and the moon card came out the first time, but I put it back because I wasn't ready for it. Um, I hope they told me to keep these two out, so I'm gonna keep them out. I got no. You're not on the right track. And one, you're not standing your ground. You're not standing in your power. That's the first card that came up. Stand your ground. Have confidence in you. You see all these wands that she's putting in there. She's standing her ground. She's not backing down. That's one reason you're not. And then fast moving energy. You make decisions in haste and you make them emotionally. So say somebody says, oh no, I can't go to do whatever. And you're like, oh, well, you can't go, then fine, then you're not my friend. I ain't talking to you no more anyway. You make your decisions based in haste. You don't think them out, or that's currently the energy that you're in. You're making swift decisions. Oh, you didn't call me back at 8:30, then okay, I'm gonna block you. I ain't talking to you no more. And so you're making your decisions in haste, but no, you are not moving in the right direction. Is currently what I got. And let me see what the advice from spirit is on how to get you moving back in the right direction. Stand your ground. They're showing me your spine. They're straightening out your spine. They're literally showing me your spine and they're straightening out your spine and they're saying have a spine, stand up for yourself. Stand in who you are and your knowledge. Don't let people push you around because they keep bumping my shoulder. Don't let people push you around. Um Let me hurry up. Two of Swords. There's a decision that you need to make, or there's information that you're not looking at. It's not that you're not receiving the information, you're not looking at the information. It's like you've blindfolded yourself. There's information that you need to know. The information is there, you're just not looking at it. You're blinding yourself. Like and this is you not being able to receive because you're fighting against it. You're saying you're ready for battle. You're saying you're ready, but you're in your head about it and you're disregarding the information. They're taking me back to that Judas moment that I was telling you about. I asked the Lord to reveal to me anybody who was dishonest and trying to play, and not being who authentic. And they showed me somebody in a dream that turned into Judas. The information was right there. I didn't want to look at it. So what they're saying is we're giving you the information. You're not looking at it clearly. You're not receiving the information in the light that we're giving it to you. You're not standing your ground, but then you're making snap decisions when it doesn't go with what you thought it should be or what you want it to be. So what they're saying is you really, 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 really need to stand your ground, but you also need to stop making snap decisions based on emotions. So then the Queen of Wands comes up, and that's that nurturing energy, that being able to handle multiple things at once, being able to handle the family and the workplace, that creativity, that maturity that you need. This card has a sunflower on it. For me, you need to guide, your guidance needs to come from above. Oh my God, that is so clearly. And that's that yellow in there, that sunshine for me, that sunflower. Your guidance needs to come from above, not from around you. You're receiving the messages, but you're just not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So are you on the right track? No. But are you receiving messages? Yes. Are you following the information that they're giving you? No. What do you need to do? What is your guidance to get you back on the right track? Follow your guidance, the clear guidance, and listen to what they're saying. Look at the information that they're receiving you. It's as clear as the Judas that kissed my face. Clearly. Do you have anything else for Joseph?
No, I pulled cards that said that he was on the right path, that he was dealing with the witch's wounds and that some other stuff. But I know that the environmental situation that I get that family may be influencing here, and that it is hard because of the culture in the area in which you live, and that is pushing you around.
And that's the stand your ground. I got that it was like it was that like in your beliefs. And that's what the stand your ground is. That's what have that backbone is.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're not, because you're allowing, like I said, they kept pushing my shoulder. You're being a pushover. You're not standing your ground. That's what the problem is. you're not standing up. So that's why you're not on the right track. You're moving in some direction, but it's not the direction that you could be going in.
And then I got the snake skin, which is like you're shedding your skin, you're going into that change and to level up. So you are on the right path, but I think right now you're stagnant, and that's where you're, because right now you're questioning if you're on the right path. So you're just standing on the path, you're not moving on the path. So move.
All right, guys. Keena, how many we got left? Because Miranda just texted and said he ready. Okay, so that's the question that threw me off, Jaded. Because when I saw Pembroke, I got like, is their reputation or is their future stable? I know. Is that the next? Wait, how many I have left? So we just did that person. We're on this person, so I have 2 left. Okay. Oh, and that one person didn't stay. Okay, so we just have unique left. Okay, so I'm wondering about their financial reputation because they're showing it to me in the light of that school that one of those schools that ended up getting shut down for like not being appropriate or whatever, or not, like people weren't getting their degree. It's something about like I don't get a positive association with them being the right school because they're showing it to me in the light of negative news coverage, or like these like something about accreditation or something about not being a legitimate educational institution. That's how they're showing it to me. And then I got the 3 of Wands, which is planning, waiting on your ships to come in. And then I got victory in the Chariot card. But let me ask specifically. You know what? I don't even know why I'm doing this. I could have just asked the pendulum. And I know you got a pendulum, Jade, and you just not trusting your pendulum. Is Pembroke the right school for Jaded? I got a no too. That's a no, right, Sheri? Your black card is a no. I'm getting a no here. She got a no on her card. And they showed me Pembroke in the light of schools with a failing accreditation or with a failing record like that. And I don't know that that's the truth, but that's the light that they showed it to me in. And it could have just been to let me know that, no, this isn't the right school for you. So I asked the pendulum. I asked my guys. I described to you the scene that they showed it to me. And then they're showing me that there's victory, but it's not in Pembroke. I don't think that that's it. And they're saying, why are you choosing that school? Is it the proximity? Like, what is the reason that you're picking that school that you want to go to? Because it feels like you have other options that you could check. Okay, you said, should I check North Carolina? And I heard a resounding yes to that. So let me see. Should Jaded check North Carolina State? I got a yes, but they're also saying what, like, I don't know what your degree is. Are you look like they're saying there's cheaper routes because of state college, and then again you may get some kind of intuition or some kind of tuition assistance. But I did get a yes on that. What'd you get on that,
Yes.
Sheri Berry? I'm sorry. Yes. So we both got a yes on North Carolina State. But the other thing is there may be cheaper institutions like community college or something that you could also look at to get some of those credits done with before you
Isn't it
go straight to the state school. What did she say?
She graduated from North Carolina State. Okay.
Oh, so no, you don't need to. They're saying, why are you changing institutions? Like, why can't you, like, why would you, like, these people know you there unless you didn't have a good experience there. They're saying, why do you think you need a fresh new school? These people already know them. You know what their grading is like. You know what the institution is like. You know all this stuff. Is this just another different location of the same school? Is that what that is? Just a different location? Oh, because we have that situation in Michigan where we have a U of M Flint and a U of M Ann Arbor. So Ann Arbor is the main campus. U of M Ann Arbor is the main campus. Like, and then there's a U of M Flint, and U of M Flint used to get like a lower, like a side eye, like, oh, that's the step kid, that's the stepchild, that's the, you know what I'm saying? Like U of M Ann Arbor was the main campus and the one that had all the to do, but U of M Flint was kind of like, oh, okay, that's a side eye. And so it may be that situation where Pembroke is just another campus to that school. Is that what that is? Because that's how they're showing it to me. You felt that the tuition is cheaper. A youth program. Have you seen the youth? No, they are really telling me to tell you to reevaluate what you're thinking about. And the story that they're bringing to mind to me is when I worked for CPS. I did 6 weeks of training for CPS. I cried every single day, and they told me that that was not the job for me. I couldn't take all the abuse and the things that the children were going through. So I don't know what kind of youth thing that you're going to do, and it take a special kind. But I am not that special kind, because I would come home and pick my son up for school, and I'd be like, "Who was in school with you? Who touched you? Who said this to you? Who did that to you?" It was overwhelmingly mentally, and you need to know what your roadblocks are. And for me, CPS just wasn't it. I couldn't do it because I was ready to go fight them people. Like, your mama did what? I was ready literally to fight some people. I have no kind of understanding for abuse, and I just was too emotionally invested, and I couldn't work with CPS in that capacity. So they are telling me to tell you to really evaluate your what you want to do. And I also worked at a daycare center where they had rehab, like the parents were in rehab. And so then the kids came there, and I got really emotionally attached to these kids. And one of the kids, like every single morning when the van came in, they would hand her to me automatically. She was my baby. I carried her around all day. One day they pulled up and they opened that door, and that baby didn't get out the car. And I was like, where's my baby? Mom had relapsed and took her away. I'm not emotionally equipped to deal with children in that capacity because I get attached. So they're telling me to tell you to really evaluate your attachment to children and what capacity you want to work with youth. And are you emotionally and mentally strong enough to be able to do that? I'm thinking that the answer is no, because they just gave me all those examples of why you shouldn't do those youth programs. But I can ask the pendulum. Should Jaded do the youth science program? I gotta know. And they gave me all those examples of being emotionally invested with kids, and that's why you couldn't do it. Literally, I'll be ready to fight a kid. Let me tell you this: my little niece was in like kindergarten or first grade, and she was going to a school at a church. And this little girl stole my little baby, her little trinkets out her backpack. I don't even remember what them little trinkets was, but I was up at the school picking her up, like, where she at? Is she here today? Where her mama at? Who she at? Because we about to fight up in here. Shopkins, that's what it was. Those little Shopkins when they were really popular. Keena know, because we was ready to fight this little girl. I don't care if you 2 or 10 or 75. Don't be messing with my little baby. I was up at the school, at a church school. My niece went to a church school. Who is she? Where she at? Where her mama at? Where her mama live? I don't play those games. Don't mess with the kids. And so I'm just not emotionally invested in stuff. I can't do stuff like that. Exactly. It is meant to, exactly, mama bear to the fullest, and I will claw your eyes out. Literally, this was a little girl. My niece was in kindergarten. I was listen, what Keena say? Well, hand to rock the cradle you in a minute. Y'all remember that scene from Hand to Rock the Cradle when that little boy kept bullying that little girl, and the crazy nanny put him up in the corner and was like, "Don't fuck with her no more." And she was about to twist that little boy arm. That's me. That's me. That's why I don't work with the youth. I'm fighting everybody, kids. My niece getting ready to go to ninth grade. She a little bit nervous. I said, "Oh, don't sleep on it. I will come and fight a kid. I don't have no problem with it. I don't have no problem. Like, do not mess with my babies." So that's why I don't work with the youth. Who's the next person, Keena? Oh, Beauty is the last person. Cool. Okay. So she was the one who had the 17. And they were telling, okay, so Miss Unique Beauty, is this the child you told me that this child has passed on? Is that what it is? Or in spirit? Is that what you were telling me? Because are you worried about your other child that you still have here? Is that what this is? Are you having some worries about that child? So Miss Unique, okay, Miss Unique Beauty, tell me right quick, is this is one of the sons passed and one of them still here? Is that what we were saying? Because I'm getting like, yes, my son passed. Oh my God. Okay, okay, okay. So you're worried about the son that's here, and he's here to comfort. He's here to let you know I'm with him. I'm helping him. I'm guiding him. I'm not here physically, but I'm here with him. You may want to ask your son that's here if he has dreams about the other son or the brother, because I feel like he communicates with them. I can remember, listen, when y'all think I'm adversarial with my guys now, I can remember all the way back to when I was 5 and arguing with God at that point, because all I knew then was God, and arguing with God back then. And so when you think your kids have imaginary friends, or your kids are more open to it than we are as adults. And so I feel like your son may be communicating with his twin. And remember, as a twin, they're telling me that there's a connection to them where, you know, that we don't understand, or that we don't receive, a mental connection, a physical connection. There's things that they can feel, hear, see, touch. And so the worry that you're having as a mom is okay, but also he wants you to know he's still there guiding him. He's not letting him go. Them 17s are him saying, look, I'm here. Don't think that I'm gone. I'm helping you with this. I understand what you're trying to do. I don't want him to break your heart the way that I broke your heart, because he feels like he broke your heart when he passed. The little one. He's messing with him by playing. And so that's like he really feels like he broke your heart. He's 22 now. Oh gosh, all those twos. But your son that passed feels like he broke your heart, and he doesn't want this son to break your heart by not being there the way that he's there. And so he's saying, I am helping him. I am communicating with him. I am. Oh my God, y'all. Hold on. This is my son, Brandon. Lord help the child. Let me be.
She's on a roll. And I didn't see the original question.
Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. She was the one who asked about the angel number 17.
Yeah, I didn't read it. I was doing a reading, so I didn't.
That was it. She just asked what it was, and then I said, "Oh, what 17 means to you?" And then they gave me the scenario about my son. And then she said, "Oh, this is about his son. I mean, about her son. One is in spirit and one is alive, and they were twins." And so then as I kept going on, I was like, "Oh, okay. Um, I have more for you." And because I got that you were concerned about the son that's alive, and they're saying you are making the right decisions. But even if you make all the right choices, you do all the right things, you give them all the perfect parenting, he's still a whole adult. And you have to trust that the knowledge that you gave them will rise up in them, and that they'll understand what you said. Like the greatest thing that my daughter said to me when she was in her 20s, or when she was about 25 or so, was um people compliment me on my writing all the time. I'm so glad you were so hard on me on my writing. She liked to write the way that she talked. So with her slang, with her, words all jumbled up, the paragraph didn't make sense. And I used to be like, no, you can't write the way that you speak. You have to write in a certain way when you're doing an essay, or you're doing stuff for school. And so I was really hard on her over and over and over again. And now she says in her professional life that people are always telling her she's so organized, her notes are organized, her writing is very good. And she always says, I'm so glad you were hard on me. In the moment that I kept making her do the rewrite, or I kept tearing up that paper with that red pen, she wasn't happy with me. But in her later years, she told me how happy she was and how proud she was that I was so hard on her about it. And so even now, like with my son, with her brother, now she'll say, because you didn't play with school. My mom didn't play with school. And so those lessons that you gave them, even though they're bucking up against them now, he'll have them in the future. Like those times when I kept telling my son to clean the bathroom and he didn't do it right. Oh, okay, well, let's do this together. Let's shut it down. We're not going outside. We're not watching no TV. We're not playing no games. We're about to go in here. We're about to clean this together, so you understand what I mean. So all those lessons that you're instilling in this child, or that you've given to him, will rise up him in the appropriate time. But we still have to make mistakes on our own. So even though you've given him all the knowledge that you needed to give him, he's still a whole adult. that's going to make his own decision. And there's going to be environmental factors and people who are going to step in and who are going to sway his decisions. And you just have to help that, hope and continue to pray that all the information and knowledge that you gave to him, he'll understand that it's an open door and that he can always come to you for any kind of information. There's things that my daughter have asked me and I'm like, I would have rather not know, but I'm glad that she's comfortable enough to ask me those questions and to tell me those things, and for me to be able to provide that understanding. So know that you are on the right track and you are doing a good job. Even if it seems like they're veering off a little bit, you're going to be a mama anyway. You're going to say, well, I don't think this and I don't think that, and make sure you do this and make sure you do that, because that's the mama in you. And even though they're like, oh, blah, 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 I hear you, whatever, they'll come back. Let me tell you, I was 30 when I gave birth to Brandon. I was 30, and I had already had I had already adopted his sister, and I still needed my mama when that newborn came. Because as much as I knew about raising babies, this was my own, on my own. My little sisters was one thing because my mama was a responsibility there, and I was just helping out. This was my own. So as much as I knew, I still had to go to mama. I still needed her assistance. I still needed her guidance. So he'll come back.
Just so here's my outtake on it. I have a 21 and a 22-year-old. So my experience as being a parent is limited with the two kids. But you've laid the foundation since he was really little. Like you've given that base. So he's going to be a good person because you've laid that base of right and wrong. Maybe he's just not ready to date. Maybe he's just like, maybe he had a bad experience and he doesn't want to take the chance and date and get his heart broken again. I don't know, but suck it up, man. My 21 and 22-year-old don't want anything to do with me.
Right now.
Yeah.
As soon as you say that, I heard right now, they'll come back. They always come back for whatever reason, for whatever situation. And so you're saying that he doesn't date, he's focused. He's very much focused. My son is 17. He doesn't date. He doesn't even talk about girls. He plays those video games. Listen, my son mapped out his college career from 7th grade. He knew he wanted to be an engineer. He was looking up what schools he wanted. He knew what he wanted to do. He mapped it out from 7th grade. When he got ready to go to 9th grade, I wanted him to go to one school. He gave me a reasonable argument as to why he should go to this other school, and I allowed him to go to that school because I had gave him the maturity and the understanding that if you present an argument to me correctly and you align it with facts and with supporting evidence, then you can change my decision. You can sway my opinion, and that's what he did. He gave me facts as to why this school was better than the one that I wanted him to go to, and that's the one that he went to. And when he graduates next year, he'll be graduating with his AA and his high school diploma. So allow our kids to use the information and the skills that we gave them in the best way, even if it doesn't align with everything that we want for them. Why is he I feel like you want to know why he's messing with the other son. He miss y'all. He love y'all. He want to be a part of y'all life. Y'all not including him in the life. When you have the birth, like on their birthday, do you have a cake for him and a cake for your other son, or a candle for this other person? Like, he wants y'all to acknowledge him more. He don't want y'all going to his grave. He wants y'all to celebrate him. He feels left out of y'all life. That's why he's coming around so much. He just wants y'all to acknowledge his presence.
When you guys are having dinner together as a family, set a plate for him. Set a setting for him.
Yeah. Acknowledge him in some kind of way. Like, you're receiving from him, you know what kind of person he is. You know in your heart truly what he would have liked, what he would have been, or you've imagined in your head how he would have turned out. He's saying, I'm all those things if that's what you want me to be. I just want to be a part of your now, not a part of your memory. I want to be a part of your now. Talk to me now.
Yep.
That's what he wants.
Set a plate.
So
invite him to dinner.
Allow him to be part of your not exactly. What do you think we should have for dinner tonight? Say that. Whatever his name is. What do you think we should have for dinner tonight? What do you think your brother wants for Christmas? What do you think your brother should do about this? What do you think? Whatever. He wants to be a part of your now. Exactly. Okay, that's great. She says he has a setup that they've dedicated to him, and that's fine. He just wants to be more a part of your now, not the memory of like, oh, I have a shrine to my grandmother. She don't want to be a shrine. She want to be a part of my everyday life. You know what, Granny? I was thinking about making some such and such. Should I make that today? You know what, Granny? This was your favorite meal. I'm gonna have that on that day or whatever. He doesn't want to be a shrine. He wants to be a part of your life. He wants to be communicated with. He wants to be talking to. And like you said, you do encourage him to come through, but he still wants to be seen as a current member of the family, not as a shrine or a past member. He wants to be seen as a now, and that's why he's coming, or that's the energy that he's given to me. Um, Pam says she had a movie night with her brother that transitioned on my grandmother's birthday. Like I said, all three of us, me and each one of my sisters, we each went and got a cupcake, and we went and got the flavor cupcake that she would have liked. We each had something in her honor for her birthday separately. We didn't even call each other. We just did it. We wanted her favorite move or her favorite food and her favorite cake, and we all did it separately, just on our own right. On my dad's birthday, I have a cupcake in his honor. We didn't have a great relationship, and I really don't understand always how to talk to him, but I still have a piece of cake on his birthday and acknowledge that it is his birthday. And even if you do it silently, you don't have to publicly put it out on display for everybody else. He just wants to be included in your celebrations. And so that's all I got. And I hope that was the last person, because I got to go get my son. He done worked all day from 9 o'clock this morning, and it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Or was it 10 o'clock? I don't even remember, but I got to go get him. So I'm glad all y'all came in. I hope I got 10 new subscribers. I hope me and Sheri Berry both got 10 new subscribers today. Because that's what I asked the universe for, 10 new subscribers, a whole bunch of new people in the chat that I had never read for, which I did get, a whole bunch of new people that I had not read for. And I hope that you all enjoyed the information I gave to you, because I'm always trying to provide healing for you in that right. So again, I hope I got everything I wanted. Sheri Berry, I love having you here. I love that you're so open. You always say yes. I'm glad that you're taking good care of my hair. All right, people. I gotta go. See y'all later.